It's like they're going into golden years slowly.
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was wholesome.
And let me double check our audio just to make sure, because we had that little problem. Everyone say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We are actually working
Hello
wonderfully, knocking on my wooden wall so we don't have anything bad happen. Ladies, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening after hopefully having a very blissful day. We know that might not be the case, but we want to think that because we love you all. So, I am Ray, and I am the founder of the Feast here at Dinner and a Game, and tonight we are here to play our World of Darkness Orphans Chronicle, which is utilizing the 20th edition rule set for all the different games that we're being playing, which includes Vampire the Masquerade, Mage the Ascension, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Changeling the Dreaming, and the Bastet book, the Changing Breeds book. We have a little bit of everything in here, just because when we decided to do this, I wanted to maximize the chaos and wanted to make sure that we had every single thing we could to make what we do in the shadows look, well, calm. We're working on it. We'll get there. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you to all my wonderful players for coming in tonight. Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Excellent. Has everyone been having an okay week so far?
Yeah, I'm not going out of town now because my entire dad's side of the family has COVID.
That's wonderfully amazing. I'm checking out something real quick.
But it's a good week. I don't have to leave my house. It's fine. I don't have to drive anywhere. It's great.
That's always a good thing. One moment, I have to answer a question. I gotta set something up because someone just pointed out that sound alerts might not be working in this stream yet, so I'm going to fix it. But in the meantime, so everyone has COVID. I remember you saying that, and I was just like, holy crap.
Yeah, my dad, my stepmom, and my nephew have it, and we can't go anywhere. I can't go there because my grandfather's going through chemo that week, so if I'm anywhere near my dad and them, I can't go see my grandfather, so we just canceled the whole trip for safety of everyone.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's not any way, shape, or form your guys' fault.
It isn't.
It's not their fault either, but it's still something that you're kind of gonna, you can't help but get upset about, and I'm really sorry that you guys are missing that opportunity to go up there. But, I mean, well, you can play a game with us.
Yeah, I'm here. I mean, I don't have to leave my house now. I don't have to socialize with other people. It's great.
That's always wonderful.
I get to socialize with people I want to socialize with.
I mean, that is actually really badass, because that means that you don't have to worry about, having to deal with the outside world, which everyone knows sucks.
Yeah. But other than that, things have been really good. I have some exciting projects that are coming up in the next few months, which I'm super excited about.
Excellent. Well, since we started with M, who are you going to be playing tonight?
I will be playing our lovely Countess Rosaline. She is a she-noble who has been traumatized a lot in this chronicle.
She's fine.
She is, unfortunately, according to everyone, madly in love with Finn, who is just constantly being an idiot at this.
Oh, I thought you were going to say madly in love with Mark, but okay.
No, that's only if Mark is pantless at the moment.
Oh my god. Shh. Don't reveal my plot twist. Shush.
Wait, didn't that start before Mark was pantless?
Well, not
Yeah,
in her mind when she started it. He was pantless in her mind.
See, we have to go with the actual points that happened on a psychological basis, not on the physical basis. So there
Material
we go.
world. Yeah.
It depends on which one's better for my argument at the given point in time.
Well, thank you very much, M. Sphinx.
Hello.
How are you doing?
It's been a screaming into the void kind of day.
I heard. I am sorry. We all check in with each other before the game, so I know we're all coming into this with a bit of a, life's been putting the boot to the ass today. So I hope this helps make it better. Who are you going to be playing tonight for your dose of trauma?
I am going to be playing Emerson Grant, our Order of Hermes mage, who is doing everything he can to protect his adopted daughter, his friends, and figure out what the hell is going on right now.
And maybe protect his adopted daughter from his friends. It all depends.
It all depends. Depends on the situation.
I only slapped her once, and I thought she was the dragon. And the dragon could have taken that slap.
Yes, but instead you knocked teeth out of Penny's mouth.
I healed it.
I healed it.
Definitely loosened the couple.
Look, I realize this is probably like a Sean Connery style comment, but if I fix the damage I did, is it really even damage to begin with?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes is the answer to that question.
Yes, and Mark is officially grounded. Jonathan, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Mark. He's a lovable werecat who happens to be a Simba, which is a were-lion, and he's awesome and amazing. He can't even count the number of times he saved the group from certain death. He single-handedly took on a Nefandi. And I think Mark is going to add into his personal title when he deals with other werewolves that he is the slayer of the Nefandi that never was. Because that's how he slayed them. He never existed. And
actually, no, I looked it up. He did. It's not that he never existed. Is that up to that point he doesn't exist anymore?
Oh,
his past is still there.
The Nefandi that will never be.
Yes, there you go. That's a better one. And Jonathan is one of the few, the only person here who's smart enough to stay off of social media. But Jonathan is an old school dagger. He was with us when we started out as a podcast way back in 2018. So thank you, Jonathan, for showing up for your trauma. Milagros,
or for the trauma of everybody else,
or to enjoy everyone else's trauma. Yes, Milagros, how are you?
I'm good. I finally started my new job. And I feel like things had to balance out because I also got a toothache. So,
yeah,
you win some, you lose some. But I'm gonna get antibiotics and stuff. I'm doing really well. My sister's doing her college orientation this week. She's been super happy. We're settling in at our apartment. Things are going really well. Things are not going well for Pandora, who I will be playing, who is our Black Fury werewolf, currently regretting her entire existence because she almost got Emery's killed last session, and she will never forgive herself for it. Everything is her fault, and how dare she make friends because now they're basically all dead because of her, preemptively. Gotta get ahead of that curve. Yeah, she's doing great. She's totally not going to try and ditch or something like that. Just totally not.
Or just throw herself in front of the next big bullet that comes.
Oh,
in.
Absolutely.
You had better not.
Absolutely. So yeah, she's totally fine. Totally
fine. Absolutely not panicking.
No, not even a little.
Ivy.
Hello, that's me.
It is you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Ivy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is it true that you've been playing this game since first session?
Yes, it is.
And is it true that Vera has been a part of this campaign since the very first session?
I know where this is going.
And isn't it true that you've never spent 1 point of experience on your character ever?
Hey, Ray, isn't it true that you still haven't given me your backstory?
Oh, shit.
I'll see you Friday.
But that's weeks. You're in months, almost a year.
Yeah, because I've been doing other things, like DMing for you.
Oh,
I'll take your backstory now.
I mean, I'll volunteer to spend your experience if you just send me the character sheet.
No. Tempting, but no.
I know. Just tell Jonathan how much of a god you want to be, and hand him the character sheet and your total XP, and there you go.
You know what? That's about right. Yeah.
Anyway, Ivy, how are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Vera Rhoda, my lovely Lasombra vampire. She is my favorite goth girl, and I love her.
And she is amazing, as is Ivy. I just noticed something. I have a bunch of cameras out of place. I'm going to fix them real fast.
Yes.
Gasp! Something is not in line exactly as it should be. What will we ever do? We'll spend 5 seconds and we'll fix it. Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing. We love that.
And of course, I am Ray, as I said. I run Dinner and a Game as best I can. It's chaos, it's anarchy, we all love it, and that's why we're here. If you want to catch any of the items that these wonderful people create on their social medias, all their links are now in chat. Please, if you can, go give them a follow. All of them are amazing creators. They're on most socials, but you can find all the socials they are on those links. And if you want to follow any of Dinner and a Game's other socials, you can find them here in our link tree. Those socials bring you to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, all the other feeds we have. Right now, we are... What's that? Oh, never mind what that is. It's the background sounds. But yeah, our socials are basically all set up to help us bring more information to you. Our Facebook page is pretty much a nerd and gaming love feed where we bring all the information we can to you about what's going on in our communities, and we try and keep you updated on our items, plus everything else we can find. If you want to support the show, the easiest way to do that, of course, is subscribe here. And if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription to give. We will be honored if you take it. What kind of spice? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Our chat.
Asking for a friend.
Our chat for the Google call we use.
Don't ask.
Is...
Don't read our chats aloud. God.
What? Oh! Is that bad? That's the bad thing. Reading your chats aloud. Oh
Don't
my
read our
god.
chats. God.
Don't alert the world to how bad we are, really.
We are not. We're wonderful.
You're wonderful. I forgot to put up this.
I'm
We're
bad.
angels.
Spink, I'm
so
trying to sell it. Shut
I'm
up.
trying to
Sorry.
I forgot
I
to
didn't know.
God.
I
Give it
forgot to put
away.
closed captioning
The
up.
signals.
Give
I'm
it
sorry.
She's working her best to work the magic to make sure that we're represented well. You know, but also if you want to help support us, there's some other things you can do that are actually beneficial to you as well. Number one, we are partners with Geek Grind Coffee. They're an amazing, ethically sourced coffee company that actually gets their beans from women-owned farms. And they have a special going on right now where I do believe it's 15% off on your orders if they're on $40 or more. And if you use the link in our link tree, or you use the link that I'm putting in right now, you can go at a little bit of the price that you pay comes back to us in a form of reward from them for us promoting them, and as an ability to help promote and keep the show going. We use all the money we get for bringing events to you, such as some of the items we do when we go to conventions and stuff like that, and that's going to be happening more this year. We have unofficially been invited to MomoCon. The official invite will come in a couple of months, and we're going to be going some other places, so it's going to be wonderful. And Sweet Tea, thank you for redeeming the Sweet Tea special. We will take a moment to hydrate, to posture check. Oh, because I was slouching, because I'm a sloucher. And I popped my back. That's wonderful. Thank you, Sweet Tea. Always remember that, if you can, go through companies like Geek Grind Coffee that make sure that they are very transparent and they let you know how they practice their businesses. Dinner and a Game is the same. If you go to our Facebook page, you will see some of our credos posted up there that let people know that who we are and what we represent, so there's no questions, because we don't want anyone to come into our communities and think that they're not understanding what we represent and who we support. So, all that being said, the Devastator's still building. Oh, and for what you asked earlier, Crypt Walker, the sound alert should be available now. So, in the meantime, we are going to be playing World of Darkness. This is an open world game, so we have just about every single type of supernatural you can play in World of Darkness represented. When we left off... Oh, actually, who would like to recap what happened last week?
Trauma. The end.
Trauma, the end.
Which kind?
The almost dying.
All
kind?
right. TLDR. We opened up the scene to where we are with the painting. Pandora grabbed the painting, got horribly injured, and a part of her went into the painting. However, not Rose commanded Pandora to get out of the painting and guard Vera. Vera was guarded by the painting. Rose ended up snapping out of the trauma thing, tried to figure out what the hell was going on, didn't get much information. Mark vanished somewhere.
Before I vanished, though, I ended fake painting Pandora.
Yes, you did. You ended fake painting Pandora. Emery's almost died. And then the painting revealed as to why it was doing what it was, because it needed somebody who had a sacrifice, somebody who had love, compassion, care, volatility, and what was the other one? I'm missing
Determination.
Determination. Which are all positive traits in a person. Or can be considered as toxic traits in some people if we really want to go there.
Or soon to be the 5 things that get bonded into rings that we have to wear to summon Captain Planet.
Yes.
Someone recite the Green Lantern quote right now.
Brightest day and darkest
darkest
night, no
Thank
evil
you.
shall escape my sight.
So
I swear this by Green Lantern's light.
Mark healed Emery.
Everyone.
Mark spent some time licking people.
Yeah.
I
So
called
Yeah, you know
afterwards,
what? If people make disgusted faces, he's gonna stop, and then they can beg later.
okay. So afterwards, the painting was triggered to do something. It started going hollow, and it's because Emery's was unraveling the weave of the painting. It screamed. It was a banshee. Finn died.
Again.
Again.
I have to point that out. Again.
So all of us ran out of the house in different directions. So everybody was starting to gear back up the house. The painting was gone. So Rose gave up 2 theories as to what may happen, and Vera called her sire. Her sire was being a dick as always.
And
He's a dad. He's going to protect his child even when she's not smart enough to protect herself.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
And he may have a painting.
He may have it. He did say he had procured some new artwork, but didn't specifically say how recently.
Yep. So it was safe to assume that the dragon was captured in the painting, and it is missing. And we're all on our way back to the house. Wherever Mark is, I think Mark made it back yet.
I think Mark made it back to the house before anyone else.
Yeah,
did.
Mark made it back
then.
before everybody else. And
then-
Mark, Vera, and the gangrel Marco are in the
Marco.
house right now.
Marco.
The rest of us haven't made it back yet.
That
Yep.
guy's gonna die.
We literally ended with Vera saying, "I hate it here." And
I hate it here.
Okay, so what were you saying though, Jonathan?
I said that guy's gonna die.
Marco?
Yeah.
Why?
Do
What did
not
he do?
Kill Marco.
He's a
Two
good gangrel.
things. 2 things. He's a gangrel.
Mhm.
Do
He's
not.
trying to steal my name and add an O to it.
Oh my god. Do not kill Marco. I
No,
swear to
dude.
God.
Oh my god.
Vera cannot deal with you killing any more of them off that are friendly to her. Do not do that.
Can I just
Wait.
appreciate for a
Was Primogen
second-
your friend? Was
No, not that
your
Primogen.
friend?
No, not that Primogen. But you're still trying to kill him off because of it. So no, leave Marco alone.
What were you saying?
He committed
No,
2
for a
unspeakable
second.
crimes.
While Jonathan was talking, he just froze, and it was just the funniest thing ever. It was just his face.
Vera doesn't have any friends, so don't kill this one. Thank you.
Oh, so you don't
everyone
have any
here
friends.
Present
She
just
has
heard-
you guys as friends. That's not many friends when you think about
Okay.
it. There's
She has
like
many friends. She does not
there's
have
like-
many friends.
now there's us, and then there's Kinsley on a line of a tightrope that's like
Hey, Chatterbox.
Chatterbox is not a friend. None of them are. No
Actually,
Chatterbox.
Chatterbox did amazing. They saved my fucking life. So
You know what? That is true, but Vera doesn't know that yet.
There hasn't
And
been
also
time
they
to
work
talk
for
about
Kinsley,
it.
who's walking a tightrope.
Who's walking a tightrope? Okay, so since we have 3 people back in the house, I do believe Pandora, Rosaline, and Finn are together. They pulled Tuck out of a bog that he got stuck in.
yes, the poor boy.
Emery's and Penny are found. Did you guys find each other on the road? No, Penny is still missing. Hasn't come back yet.
No. Penny was with
no,
Emery's.
Penny
Penny
was
was with
with
Emery's.
Emery's,
was
that's
Penny
right.
was with Emery's.
Yeah.
And then Marco was driving to go. Marco and Vera were going to drive to go get Emery's because he was bleeding out.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, because that's right. Because whatever Mark healed, Emery's basically tore open again when he was doing the
running.
mad sprint in fear and
Yeah.
jumping over fences and
Also
doing all
with
kinds
the
of stupid
fearing
shit.
the Banshee because he
Yeah.
didn't roll high enough.
Yeah.
Yep. So Marco and Vera were going to go get Emery's. Emery's was leaning on Penny.
And Pandora was the only one who made her rolls against the Banshee, but she followed Rose, Rose, and she was carrying Finn's dead body.
Yeah, it was just I didn't know it was
In
dead.
her mouth! In her
I
mouth!
didn't know it was fucking
But here's the
dead.
thing. I think the only ones that didn't take any damage were me and Pandora because of how high we rolled.
Yeah, but you still failed.
He's fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
It was wonderful. It was amazing, and we are
Maybe
back
don't
to
die next time. Like,
Maybe
if I were
don't die next
if I were to die, I simply wouldn't. Okay, like
Oh, there you go. That's power right
relax,
there. That's
okay?
power.
God.
Maybe
Yeah.
Fine.
don't die
Knock
next
it off.
time.
Yeah, Rose was fussing at him in pure Gaelic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he got slapped.
I liked him sitting there as they're walking back to the house and yes, ma'am, I understand. Yes. Yes, I understand. He's just like on auto repeat.
Which is making it even madder.
I know. Two massively passive aggressive people arguing. It's great.
Rose passive aggressive? No.
All right, so Mark, I need you to tell me how you're killing Marco.
Oh, well,
Do not touch Marco. I swear to God.
You guys are the only three in the house. What are you doing? Marco's like, oh, Marco's.
No, me and Marco are going to go get Emery's.
Oh, okay. So you're headed
Go
out to the
kill
car.
Marco.
Mark, are you going to ambush Marco before he gets out of the house? Or you're going to wait until he gets to the car and
Swear
then like
to
jump off the
God.
roof and
If
ambush
this
him that
happens,
way?
I will be pissed.
well, first off, I wouldn't jump off the roof. If I was going to ambush him that way, I would be doing it from the Umbra at this point.
There you go. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's very true. Maybe
And
do
I
it from the Umbra at a high spot where you come out of the Umbra in the air, so it look all cool. You just appear out of midair.
No,
Follow
look, if
him.
I'm going to do it, this is exactly how it's going to work. I'm going to be in the Umbra, and then I would do like a partial shift out to get my hand to go around the back of his neck, and then I would pull him back into the Umbra with me, and we would just duke it out in there. But I would wait until the moment when Vera's in front of him so she wouldn't see that he vanished into the Umbra, and she'd just be like, Marco? Like, where did you go? And then, like, later, I
Yes,
would come from a
Vera,
completely unrelated area, and she'd be like, have you seen Marco? And I'm like, no, that's weird. What do you think he meant?
yes. The one vampire that Kinsley has assigned to Vera's side and not leave it would just suspiciously disappear. Yeah, she won't have any questions at all.
I feel like I will have sufficiently answered all of her questions.
Really? Okay.
Do you know where Marco is? I have no idea where Marco could be.
Hmm.
Well, he's not alive, so I don't know where Marco is. He's going to be like MARCO. Like he's pieces now.
So what are you? You and Marco head out to the car. Mark, what are you doing?
Where's Emerus? Where's everybody else?
You know that. Well, actually, you were there when Vera and Marco were talking with everyone. So on the phone, because they did a speakerphone, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And so you guys know that Vera and Marco are going to take the car and go pick up Emery's and Penny because Emery's ripped open his wounds that you spent glorious amounts of time healing. And then he went and did something stupid and failed and you know ran from a banshee and ended up tearing his wounds open again. So now Emery's is laying in the street bleeding out. So they're gonna go get him and they're gonna bring him back so you can lick him some more.
Perfect. So I am going to like jump like next to the car and like push Marco out of the way and scream shotgun.
Marco's driving.
Marco's driving, so you would push Vera. It's
It
Marco's
is
car.
Marco's
This
car.
is Marco's car.
This is Marco's car.
I
So
feel like
you
I
would
should
push-
drive then.
No,
I'm gonna
you're
jump- I'm
not
gonna jump into-
driving Marco's
I'm going to
car.
jump into the driver's seat before he get into it. And just like put my
Hate
hand out
it
for the
here.
keys.
Marco's like,
It's Marco's car.
do you know where we're going?
I have Google Maps.
I swear to God.
Fine. He gets in the back seat behind you.
All right. I'm going to turn the car on, and I'm going to drive.
Okay. Vera, you get in the front seat and passenger side?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing as you're driving?
Probably Googling places that are nearby that I could meet my father without it being like not secretive, but also not the most public place in the world, i.e., in case he hurts anyone.
Well, it's after dark, so there's a lot of public venues that would technically be closed that you could probably sneak into, break into. You're on the opposite side of the bridge from San Francisco, so there is the park that you guys went to earlier. That has a lot of places that would be somewhat private. There's also tons of just areas out here that are like walking trails and everything like that. You could go out there. That'd be very secluded, but then that's further away from civilization than you wanted. There's also there's a set of baseball fields.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4 baseball diamonds, like all back to back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna sit there and Google for a little while.
Okay. So you're sitting there Googling, and you look up once, just once, look over at Marco in the back seat. And you see Marco is just sitting in the back seat, and he's staring at the back of the seat in front of him. And you just notice that in his hand he has a pistol, and he's screwing a silencer onto it.
I'm just gonna look back and be like, okay, and I'll just keep looking. I'm just like, no.
He puts it back in his coat.
No, not touching any of this until I have to.
So after you guys only drive for like 10 minutes. I mean, they were running, but they were still running only as fast as mortals can, even though they were ignoring their wounds and everything like that. So, and you see Penny is kind of helping helping Emery's kind of semi walk down the street. And she's like, all right, Emery's ears here, Penny's like, she's like, all right, there they are.
Oh, good. That's great.
I'll pop out of the car as soon as Mark parks.
By the way, Mark knows how to drive I must made an assumption I should not have. Mark knows how to drive a car, yes?
Well, I'm from NYC originally.
Okay,
just
so
like
no, you don't know how to drive a car at all.
And I have tons of experience driving in the passenger seat while I'm watching the Uber driver. So I know that they like pull the thing down and you turn the wheel and there's that thing in the middle that you move somewhere.
All right, I need you to make me an intelligence plus drive roll. Difficulty
intelligence plus drive roll?
Yes, difficulty is an 8.
I swear to God, if you crash this goddamn car and it's not even yours.
Well, in fairness, intelligence.
No, there is no in fairness. No.
An intelligence plus drive roll means it's whether or not I know what I'm doing. Whether or not I crash is then going to be the dex plus drive roll.
Well, I'm just seeing if you shift into reverse first or not.
Oh, well, I mean, that's totally possible.
Yeah, but the car is pointed down the driveway, so you just back into the house.
Well, you'd actually be surprised, Ray. I got an 8 and a 10, which is crazy because that's weird. But I guess not. I was expecting to like botch this one, but I guess Mark's doing pretty good.
So you watched your Uber drivers very carefully. You know to put it in D. That makes it go forward.
Not F?
No, there's no F, thank God. And the first time you accelerate, you do a little bit of a burnout, but you manage to quickly get control of the accelerator pedal, and you understand that, how much pressure to put on it to not go 100 million miles an hour. And you.
So what I'm really hearing is Marco putting the silencer on the gun is probably a little warranted.
Probably, yes. But you do successfully manage to take your first outing behind the wheel of a car and not crash it.
Honestly, Vera wouldn't even think to ask if Mark had a driver's license or knew to drive.
When we park, I'm gonna put the keys in my pocket as I step out, and then I'm gonna be like, That was really awesome for a first time driving. I can't wait for the second time.
Marco
Vera gets out the passenger side and goes, "What? Give keys. Give keys. Give."
Marco
give
goes
keys.
over to Emery's and he says, "May I?"
Yeah. Help Penny in the car.
He's like, "Yes, certainly. I'll help Penny in the car." And he just scoops you up
Oh, hey, no,
like a
that's not
baby,
Penny.
like a baby.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Penny goes and she climbs into the back, like the third row seating in the back. He literally, he has his hand on your lower back and his hand on the back of your thighs, and he picks you up in the seated position and sets you down in the car with two hands with no discernible effort.
I just hear him, "Aw." Full on like delirious. Aw.
Delirious. And he says, he looks at you, Vera, and he says, "Should I give him a little blood? He's really not looking well."
No, I think Mark can handle it.
He's really not looking well.
Mark.
I tore
no.
something. I think it was weird.
What do you mean?
It
you
hurt.
tore something?
Penny
It hurt
says,
a lot, and then it didn't.
Penny says, the wound in his, well, the giant hole is becoming a giant hole again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what that is?
Wow. Okay. All right. Great. Mark, can you do anything about this, or does do me or Marco need to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna lick his face though. I don't want to lick blood.
Okay. And
Also, I want the keys. That way you can sit and do this while we drive.
I don't get to drive again?
We can go driving in my car at some point.
Big kitty.
You can drive my car. Give.
But I liked this car.
But it's not ours. Give.
The kitty drove the car.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna quietly whisper, like, but it could be.
Mark, give me the keys.
Begrudgingly pass Vera the keys.
Thank
and
you.
then do a side glance over at Marco, like, and just quizzically wonder, like, if he wasn't here, I could have the car, right? Like, that's kind of what's going through my mind.
Oh
like,
God.
if Marco wasn't here, it'd be my car, I think.
Vera,
Mark.
Marco's hand goes inside his car.
Mark, I very much appreciate you driving us here, and you did a great job. Will you please now sit in the back seat so me or Marco can drive and fix Emery's before he dies?
Wait, why do you get to drive Marco's car? I thought it was Marco's car.
It is Marco's car.
Marco just holds out his hand.
I
Not
put the
dying
keys in
again?
Marco's hand.
He gets in the driver's seat.
Thank you, Marco. Mark, please. I'll get in the passenger seat.
Begrudgingly get back seat and lick Emeris's face. Is that his body?
Big pretty kitty. Oh, that's my face. Hi, kitty.
So that doesn't take a roll or anything, does it?
Yes, it does take a roll.
Okay. So go ahead and make the roll.
It's one that I'm not good at. See, there's things Mark's not great at. Healing people is one he's not great at.
Why
Now I
would
gotta look at-
Marco be not great at anything? That's what I want to know.
That's a really good question. How dare you not be great at everything? After proclaiming to be great at everything. How dare you?
All right. Not a great roll. Not a great roll.
Oh, no.
2 successes. You heal 2 health levels.
All right. I am now just, let's see, 1, 2. I'm now just hurt. Huzzah.
Oh, where were you at?
Or was I back to, I was at wounded before. Or was I back to being mauled?
You went down 1 health level from the running.
Okay, then I am just injured.
Okay, so you're injured still. Got it. Alrighty. So, you guys
Oh, why did things hurt?
everywhere.
Ah,
Penny's like,
Oh, hi, kitty.
Hey,
Penny's way in the back, and she says, "Does anyone know what that thing did?"
What are you talking about? The great thing of blood that like ripped through me? That's what it did.
No. That was a paper mache werewolf, apparently. No, I'm talking
That's
about the
fine.
picture when it screamed.
y'all got to see a picture that screamed?
Yeah, where were you that whole time?
Yeah, where were you?
Yeah, where'd you go? And I just reach out and put both of my hands on like either side of Mark's face. Where did you go, pretty kitty? Where'd you go?
I'm gonna look around to see if Rosalind is here.
Nope.
No. It's just us as we drive back to the house, and
I just went to go get some wrought iron fence.
what? Why?
Are you gonna build a fence?
Yes, I was going to build a fence
Lovely. Such a
through the fake Rosalind in the painting.
Vera looks
Oh.
very suspicious. Okay.
But it's okay. I look at
I-
Vera directly when she looks at me weird, but it's okay. I was only borrowing it, and the Prime Minister doesn't need it.
Wait.
What?
What do you? Who did you take pieces of fence from?
The Prime Minister, he has lots of money, and he no longer has a job, so I
no,
don't think he's going to be
which-
worried about the fence. He's got bigger things to worry about now.
You went
Which
to
prime
Canada?
minister?
I'm sorry, the former Prime Minister. I
Which-
apologize.
Prime
Of
minister.
Canada?
Yes, of Canada. Which
No,
prime
the
minister?
goofy one in England.
You went to England without me, Mark?
I
You
go
went
lots
to
of places
England?
without you. You never
We
asked to go
could've-
along.
We could have had tea and scones, and you went without me. Still,
Seriously.
completely delirious.
And you could have taught me Enochian, but you refused.
This is
You
Vera.
are
The entire
being a
drive now is
butthead.
just okay.
And I had to learn to read that book without you teaching me how to do Enochian.
If you really want to learn Enochian, I will teach you Enochian. But next time you go to England, I'm coming with you
No.
because tea and scones.
Now, what I really want right now is I would like you to tell me what these things do as I pull out a lot of jewelry from my pocket. And I really would like you to make me a very special friendship bracelet. But like a super special one, I know exactly how I want it to work.
Maybe ask him when he's feeling a little better, Mark. I think he would be more than happy to do so. However, he's a little loopy at the moment.
Penny
I'll
sits
put my-
forward, and she's like,
I'll put my pinky around his thumb when he does the thumbs up. So pinky thumb promise?
Oh my god.
I don't know what a pinky thumb promise is, but
Penny sits
sure,
forward right as you're doing that.
sure,
She goes,
Kitty.
Mark, you went to London?
Yeah.
Mark, we have to go to fucking New Orleans. Can you get us to fucking New Orleans?
Yeah, I've been traveling wherever I wanted to go for a while now. I went to Seattle.
You
And-
could take us to New Orleans instantly.
Not instantly, but fairly instantly compared to like an uncomfortable plane trip.
At this point, Vera's head is down on the dashboard.
That's good to know.
Tati
is there. We gotta go help her.
it's a side effect of having almost died, sort of. I mean, I
Wait,
guess spiritually
wait.
almost died.
Do I get to travel places almost instantly because I almost died now too? That's cool.
Did Gaia basically want to apologize to you for accidentally fucking you over really, really, really badly, and then like abandoning you when you were one of her most sacred warriors?
Nope, that didn't happen to me.
Then I don't think you're going to travel places instantly. I don't think that's happening. But you can try again once you become one of Gaia's greatest warriors, but I probably have to be gone first.
Why do you have to be gone? Why can't there be two great warriors?
Greatest. You can't be greater than me if I'm still around.
Why not?
Because I'm the greatest?
Challenge accepted.
Does he not understand how adjectives work?
I told you he doesn't feel good, and you keep
Pulling
talking
into
to
the
him.
driveway and driving up to the house.
Ah.
Okay. So, what is it going to take to make him feel better?
Rest, sleep, healing.
No. I know what'll make him feel better.
Bandages.
I'm gonna like pick him up, throw his arm around my thing. I'm gonna go like taking him into the house. And as soon as we come into the house, I'm gonna be like sit him down on the table, and I'm gonna whisper to the house exactly what I want.
What do you want?
Catnip, and I'm gonna give it to him. This will get him up and moving.
Oh my god.
You give it to to Emery's?
Yeah.
Emery's, he gives you a pretty smelling weed.
Am I supposed to smoke this?
I guess if you want to. I don't care what you do with it. I just need you up and moving.
Penny comes over and she's like, "Well, takes out your hand. Is this catnip?"
Yes, he's obsessed with cats right now. He's gonna love it.
But he's not a cat.
I'm not a
Yet,
kidding.
but he wants to be the greatest warrior for Gaia, so he's headed down that path if he starts playing with the catnip.
Penny,
Wait, do I
Penny
become
just
a
holds the
werecat?
catnip out to you, Mark.
I'm just gonna like swat it away. No, I don't need it. I'm already the best.
Do I
just wanted
become
to see
a
if it worked.
werecat if I play with catnip?
No,
No.
you're gonna go upstairs, and Penny's like starts helping you up.
Okay, Penny.
She's
Wait,
like,
wait! Don't.
No.
no,
You
no.
let him go. No.
You know what? I'm just gonna like grab his face, and I'm just gonna like start licking his face aggressively.
aggressively.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
that's
Where's
we
everyone?
haven't even done the
Like-
dinner yet. Oh my
that's
god.
3
Oh,
health
no.
levels. That's 3 health levels followed by 1 health level for a total of 4 health levels of damage.
Pandora,
I mean of healing. Sorry, not damage. Healing.
Rosaline,
Oh my god.
you guys, after having pulled Tuck out of the bog and shrugged back, you guys are coming back in this backsliding door of the house, and you witness Mark grabbing Emery's face and just licking him everywhere in the face, while Penny is trying to hold Emery's up.
Oh
Off the
boy.
side, Vera and Marco are just standing there, literally just watching. Just
Oh, you gotta take a guy out to dinner first before you just lay one on him, Mark.
Is Emery's high?
And
Not for long.
Penny's like, he lost a lot of blood, all the wounds ripped
Then
open
why
again.
is he still standing up? He should be in bed resting.
Because Mark is,
Because he's licking me.
yeah.
He's giving me such kitty kisses. This was a pretty kitty. You're such a pretty kitty,
Mark,
Mark.
after you're healing him, Emery's needs to go to bed.
I don't. Here's a weird question. I don't know if the magical healing would actually make him regenerate blood that fast.
I don't think it would.
It regenerates the tissue. It mends and heals the wounds and regenerates the tissues. It just doesn't fix scar tissue if it's from ag damage.
Yeah.
The only thing it won't fix, unless it was the same scene it happened in, is a battle scar. So I'm imagining it probably will make his bones generate blood.
That would feel really freaking weird. Because you'd suddenly just like.
All right.
I imagine it probably
Alrighty.
will too, because this is mostly used on other Garou who are used to regenerating normally. This probably feels like the way we feel when we regenerate.
So, Emery's,
Oh.
you're gonna
Uh,
eat something, and then
I
you're
need
going to bed.
Eat something. Yes.
You
Bed.
need iron-heavy foods, so steak
Penny's like,
or
Penny's like-
livers.
Penny's like, Emery's,
No liver.
do you remember what happened in the car?
When Mark licked my face?
After that.
I'm going to hold up my pinky and point at his thumb.
Pinky thumb promise about
Not that.
stuff.
That was the important detail.
No, it wasn't.
That Mark can get us to New Orleans.
Instantly, almost.
Yes, and I.
So where were you?
Grabbed Mark by the
He
shoulder.
went to
like,
London.
He went to England without me. He got tea and scones. And
I did not get
friends
tea and scones.
without
So
me.
you went to London.
Had tea and scones with the prime minister.
And came back.
I didn't have scones with the Prime
I have
Minister.
no idea about the tea and scones. He's just loopy.
I need
Okay.
food.
So you went to London.
Well, yeah, I was trying to kill you in the painting.
Yeah, you do realize that could have possibly injured me.
It didn't hurt Pandora?
It is more tied to me than it was Pandora.
Oh. Well, I mean, I didn't do anything. I just went to go get a preventative
Yeah.
medicine help.
So you know that only way that painting was gonna be fixed or destroyed was either if I, Finn, or Tuck died.
But I unraveled it.
Oh.
It was great.
Can I vote on who dies?
No.
No one has to die now. 'cause
And
I
then there was a
unraveled-
banshee in the house, so that was a fun time.
Yes, you missed the banshee.
Well, I mean, fun times for all, right? I
Except
came
for
back.
you missed it.
Are y'all mad at me because I went on a trip to go try to save everybody's lives?
Is that what you were doing, or do you just go on random trips because you can? I'm just asking for my own clarification.
I'm just stroking Mark's hair at this point.
Fierce is standing off to the side with Marco.
I mean,
Penny is just trying to make Emery's leave Mark.
You know what?
Santa goes
for
to
once,
bed.
I'm
Oh,
actually going to
okay.
talk to Marco. I'm going to turn to Marco. If you could go anywhere you wanted and come back really quickly, wouldn't you go do stuff you need to get done?
If my friends were in trouble, I would probably take them with me because they are in trouble.
They don't like to go places with me.
Excuse me?
No. You ask.
Well-
No, you ask us to go with you. You never tell us what you're doing. You just do things.
So you don't trust me to take you to a meaningful
Of
place?
course, I trust you, but sometimes you just run off and do things while we're trying to deal with a situation.
Okay, who killed the Nefandi while everybody else was playing around?
That was
Rose
pretty
is
awesome.
just gonna leave, walk out of the room before she does something that she regrets.
Did we ask you to go do that, or do you just need
know what?
your
Mark-
ego stroke?
No, Rose is gonna stop. You know
Penny,
what, Mark?
help me sit. Help me
House-
sit at the thing.
house,
I'm not
can you
getting
put
in the
Mark in the
middle of
front yard,
this. This
please?
sounds bad.
Wait, what?
House, can you set Mark in the front yard, please? And do not let him back in the house.
Mark, you appear in the front yard.
Grounded to the front yard.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't like being banished to the front yard. It's night, right?
Yeah.
Yes, otherwise Vera would not be here.
I'm going to go on a little field trip to somewhere where it's daytime.
Oh, God.
Good for you. Enjoy the sunlight.
Where are you going, first off? Because you're
I'm
literally
going to
going to be...
Netherlands.
It's probably going to Scotland.
It's
I'm going to Scotland without
Mike,
me, son of a bitch.
6
Son of a
hours.
bitch. I want to try
7
some
hours.
haggis.
I'm doing math real quick. It's coming up on dawn there.
Oh, okay. Well, Vera will need to leave.
Okay. No. It's coming up on dawn in the Netherlands.
Oh,
Mark went to
cool.
the Netherlands
Oh.
again.
Make sure I was like, oh shit. Okay.
That's not a good time.
Because it's only 7 hours difference.
You can go further.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to come back to the house and I'm going to like run up and like slam myself up against the window. Not trying to break it, but just slam up against the window. And I'm going to start banging. Penny, 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 Penny. I need to talk to you in the front yard. Penny. Like just
Penny opens the door and comes outside and she says, What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
I fixed Emrys for you. So like you can help me now, right? Like you don't have to pay attention to him. He's like better.
As soon as I managed to get him to bed, but now he won't leave because everyone's fighting. Continue with what you were going to say. That is absolutely important. That made me leave the man who is probably delirious alone. And he has magical capabilities. Go
He's
ahead.
not alone. Everybody else is in there.
Oh yeah, that's safer too.
Lose
What do you need, Mark?
Can you make me a magic item that like absorbs and dissipates certain kinds of emotions?
Oh. See, actually,
Or-
I was looking at her face like she's
or-
contrary. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Or
how much?
Or like,
No, how strong do you need to be? Do you want the emotions completely filtered out, or do you want to just reduce them? And do you only want to affect one person, or do you want to affect more
just
than
the one
that?
person. Just
Okay.
the one person.
You want it always
Um,
on, or do you want it to just affect when something happens, or when they activate it?
I'm thinking always on, and I'm thinking like low moderate level of like effectiveness.
So taking the edge off for the most part.
Okay, maybe moderate then.
Okay, so and what emotion?
Um. I want to get rid of like that emotion you feel at the DMV, like the walls are caving in on you, and it's just like pointless.
That's not really an emotion. That's like anxiety.
Oh, well, I don't know.
More like a symptom of the situation, and it can be brought on by lots of different emotions. I mean, are you talking about, the depression of having to be forced in such a boring and pointless action?
Yeah. That'll be good. Yeah, that'll work.
I mean, I guess you could try and suppress some depression that way. But it depends on how everyone reacts to that. Some people get mad, so that I have to repress anger. Some people get sad, so I have to repress the depression. It all depends.
Okay, well, can you maybe like inspire creativity?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could do that. You just gave me an idea for a Christmas gift, but but I can't do any of that right now. I would need to be back home in the Sanctum Sanctorum with all my implements and probably Emery's help for something this kind of big.
Sanctum Sanctorum!
I don't like your Sanctum Sanctorum.
I named it after Doctor Strange because I love him.
How can he hear us when we're outside?
So I didn't realize the
His
door was
ears
that
just
far
start
away.
burning. He's like, "You said the words."
He says, look, I can do stuff like that, but we should probably concentrate on what we're trying to get done. And we kind of need things. We need knowledge like, hey, guys, I can instantly transport anywhere. And that way we know what our capabilities are.
I've been saying that since the beginning, and nobody does that.
Well, then maybe we should have listened to you more.
That sounds right. That checks.
But now people are listening to you. But, we need to concentrate on the task at hand, which is saving my Tati and saving all those other people and hopefully stopping whatever Vera's psycho dad is doing. I mean, technically, from what everyone's saying, it's the end of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, the world's kind of the place where we have adventures in, so if we want to continue to have adventures, we kind of need it.
Or we could work on getting a different world so that when this one ends, we could go there for our adventures.
That's already what Vera's dad's trying to do, and that just sounds crazy.
Oh.
And if he messes up, then we're still screwed. So we have a working world. It's not the best, but it works. And we just try and keep that going. And then if we stabilize everything and we live, we can start researching, maybe making a new world to go some other time.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Neither do I, but I think that's the only plan I have I can go with right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in the corner and start banging my head in the wall and screaming.
Okay, well, all right.
Now, why'd you get thrown out of the house?
I don't even remember anymore.
Well, the house is not going to let you back in, so I'm going to go see if boss will let you back in now. I might have to say you apologize, and you might have to apologize. I'm letting you know ahead of time so there's no shock. And so you can practice. You really should practice.
Mark's going to be like mumbling apologies right now, but they're all going to be like, I'm really sorry you got upset.
That's not an apology.
No, but like this is Mark's practice version.
I know.
I'm really sorry you got upset. I'm sorry your feelings were hurt by the normal thing I did. Like that's it. These are hese versions of things. He's like trying to mumble through. He's like, No.
Well, Penny's still standing right there. She's like, those aren't apologies, Mark. Apologies cannot blame the other person.
So I
or
can't say
point
I'm
out
sorry.
that the other person might be weak because they couldn't stand your massively intelligent barbs, or that they might be too emotional because they overreacted to your obviously hilarious comments. Those are not apologies. An apology is simply, I'm sorry.
You just say the rest of it in your head?
Sure. Absolutely. You can do a full dissertation as long as it does not leave your mouth. Or make any sound whatsoever. Because I don't want you like mumbling it inside your mouth too. So
I mean, that seems easy enough.
it is. It's much easier than even telling them anything else because it cuts it down to 2 words. Well, technically 3 words. But you can literally say, I am sorry, which is much more correct. I'm going to go see if I can get you back in the house. You just practice saying, I'm sorry in the most sincere way you can. Without
Mark
presents, gifts, or anything else.
Mark is going to be practicing the words, I'm sorry.
All right. Oh, God. She turns around and walks into the house. She walks up to Rose. She gets down on her knees.
What are you doing? Get off the ground.
Please let Mark back in the house. He's the only chance we have of getting to New Orleans quickly. And if you throw him out of the house and leave him out there, he's going to be morally outraged and go somewhere, and he has the power to go just about anywhere in the world, and we're not going to be able to find him.
Oh, I can find him.
Okay, no. We're not going to be able to find him without going through a massive effort of some kind, which would lead to more chaos. I'm 20-something years old. Why am I logical?
You're just a little bit younger than me.
Were those years just wasted with no experience gained, or what? It's like,
Somebody else is about to get kicked out of the house.
You want to be next?
She's
No.
like,
Kick her out. Kick her out. Please kick her out. Please kick her out.
I'm bargaining with a guy who punched me in the face.
Okay.
And has driven me mad for like a week.
He can come on the back in the house on one condition.
Please say it's because he apologizes. Please say, because I'm
No.
having him practice.
He is not allowed to leave us without fully discussing any plans before he leaves from now on.
God. That's
And
like,
it will be oath bound.
I don't know if he can be affected by oaths, number 1. Number 2.
Yes, he can with what I can do.
Good. Number 2, that's like, going to a methadone clinic with 4 pounds of black tar and going, just sit here and stare at this, guys, and don't touch it.
I'm tired. I am fed up. Everything is going wrong. Finn's died again.
Finn comes,
He died again.
Finn's walking over and he's like, I'm fine. My heart just stopped. He's like, it's a banshee.
Stop dying.
Yeah,
you son of a
we had to
bitch.
give you CPR, then Pandora smacked you. Thank you, by the way, Pandora.
Because
at some point during this chaos, you guys heard a really loud splash and Tuck probably screaming. Because Pandora didn't want to put him covered in mud in Rose's
in the
house. So she dropped him in the pool.
Oh, God.
And then came back
Oh,
inside.
God, did you carry him in your mouth the whole way back?
Yes! Yes! Yeah.
Fear's just standing off to the side with Marco, and we're just watching. Like, we're just going to watch it unfold.
He was in her mouth the whole time.
Oh, God.
Emrys is gonna get up and start looking around the kitchen for food. He's now realized
He's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna light the kitchen on fire.
Scavenging.
Emery, sit down.
but
She's gonna ask
food.
the house for a steak dinner for Emery's to appear on the counter.
She's like, I'm gonna go tell Mark he can come back inside. I'm not gonna tell him anything else. You guys can negotiate that on your own, but if you make him disappear, I'm gonna flip my shit.
I'm already there, so it's fine.
Everybody slipping the shit. Oh, look, steak.
Oh, God. So Penny's like goes outside. She's like, Mark. She's like from the doorway. She's like, come on. He says you can come inside.
I'm gonna come inside.
She says you can come inside.
And then immediately, as soon as I see her, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Son of a bitch. That's Penny.
I'm gonna say everything in my head.
Oh God damn it.
Why?
No. It's not coming out my
No,
mouth.
he's not saying it out loud. It's
Oh,
in my head.
Oh, I get it. I thought you meant you were saying everything you were thinking, and I was like, oh God.
No. I agreed I'd keep that part inside.
I need you to promise me something.
That I'm sorry?
No. You are not going to leave us without at least telling us where you're going from now on.
What?
Emery's almost died.
It's true.
It's true.
And we didn't even know what your plan was when you left us in the middle of the sewer.
But I saved everybody's lives.
Also true.
Death glare, Emery's. Shut up.
If you
Anthony.
didn't save us, if you didn't help and did what you did, all of us would have thought you abandoned us down there.
But I never abandoned y'all.
But can you at least see it from our point of view that you didn't even tell us where you're going and you just said, go on, blah, 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 and you didn't even state what you were doing and it was just gone.
I was trying to save everybody.
At least fill somebody in on what you're doing.
I
in
did.
case
I was
it
like, make
goes
a fake
wrong.
me. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take care of the problem.
But what if it goes wrong? I am the only one here that can find you.
Well, if it went wrong, nobody was going to find me. I wasn't going to exist anymore.
Yeah, that makes her feel so much better. Good job, Mark. From the corner?
She's actually going to start. She's just going to start crying.
Finn comes
She's just
walking
going to start
up-
crying.
Finn comes
She's just going
walking
to start
up,
crying.
and he puts a hand on Mark's shoulder, and he says, and you would have turned the red blade over to the Nefandi.
He can't use it.
I can. If I can figure out how to use it.
You can't use this thing. I can promise you that. It
Yeah.
will not work for you.
Not
Or
with you
just-
alive.
In the corner.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to work for you, buddy. Even if I'm dead. This is not like the car. And then he realizes he said the thing that he should have kept inside his head out loud.
So he says, he's like, just let us know when you're going to save us and how, so we know how to react properly when you get back to give you all the accolades you deserve.
That takes too long. That's what the accolades are for when you get back.
But if we don't know what you're doing, then we have no way of giving you accolades.
Are these
But
accolades?
I
This doesn't feel
tell
like
you in
accolades.
such great detail when I get back, when it's not inconvenient and time consuming.
He says, looks at you, what did you say, Vera?
Okay, this doesn't feel like accolades.
Oh, this isn't accolades. No.
No, this is just arguing.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this
So
is like
what part of this is accolades, Mark?
this is not the accolades. This is everybody ganging up on me.
I don't feel like it should be that much to ask that you tell us where you're going. Yeah, I even went and met Kinsley and I told people where I was going. And it's not like I want to, but it's because people care about me. And it's the same with you. We care about you and your safety. So we want to know what's going on with you.
But what if I said that out loud and then Nafandi knew I was coming to ambush him?
Could you at least have said, hey, I need to go this place or something? Because you can't use that as the only example of you running off and leaving us in the dark. No pun intended.
But I barely got these powers. It's not like I've run off very much.
It's only because most of all of us have. So if you leave and something happens to you and you don't come back, that's one other person that we cared about gone. I personally do not have that many people that I have to worry about, and you are important to me. But you running off and possibly getting hurt or not being able to come back puts me in a position of I've lost another one.
By the way, Finn goes over to you, Rose.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So Pandora, who's still like horse-sized, like
Horse-sized.
sat and kind of like curled around Rose.
Oh, baby.
So just fluff.
There's one problem with that statement.
Oh no. Oh no.
Pandora doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Oh no. Tragic.
Are you going to walk through the sliding glass door?
How did you get into the house?
Oh no, I went.
Nuts did open with their nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
There's a handle.
Yeah.
Probably just hook handle with your mouth and probably drag it
Yeah.
out.
Drag it over.
My friend, my old roommate had a dog that knew how to open the sliding glass door.
See, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So emotional support horse time.
Horse dog.
She is literally a horse dog. Like,
That's
she
the
knocks
big
over several bar
puppy.
stools as she comes into the house.
Yep. Yep.
Pandora, you're such a big puppy. I love you.
Tuck walks in behind her, and he's basically soaking wet. He's in nothing but boxers.
Are you okay, Tuck?
He's like, oh no, it's fine. She just, gave me she just gave me a douse. I was filthy.
Where's your hat?
He's like, it's in the woods.
Don't you need your hat?
It'll show back up.
Okay.
He's like, first thing a red cap learns how to do is enchant his hat to where it always comes home.
Okay.
Okay. So if we're all done arguing, I think I think Mark is now aware of how we feel. I think we all are aware of how Mark feels. And I don't think it's fair to ask Mark to have to tell us where he's going every time he leaves, strictly because that feels like you're clipping his wings a little bit, because he's going to do what he wants to do anyways. But he knows how we feel and can take our feelings into consideration now. But we also have to take Mark's into consideration that sometimes Mark is just going to do what Mark does. Okay? Okay, great. I wasn't asking for clarification or any further questions. Thank you. And I'm going to walk over the fridge and go get another blood bag and give it
Hey, Vera,
the priest. Yes.
V, I have a question for you.
Yes, Emery's.
Why is your dad such a punk bitch?
And with that, we're going to take a 15-minute break. I'm going to go ahead and start up the contest as well. So, guys, if you want to be part of our drawing for our Winnie of the Month, please go ahead and follow the instructions that'll be coming up in chat in just a moment. I actually did not pick the last winners for the chat to stop it. So, Crip Walker, sorry, you didn't win because we're not actually giving away anything until the end of the month. But we're starting the contest now. Put the keyword into chat. You'll get your tickets. 1 for followers, 2 for subscribers. And this is for the mini of the month, which is right... Where'd it go? I lost the mini. Which is actually an amazing mini. It is this bad boy right here, which is Asmodeus. And we will be giving that away.
What a beefcake.
Yes. That's Asma Daddy. We'll be giving him away at the end of the month, and you can get tickets by watching the show. So, hey there. Oh, Dungeon Master Clerk. Hi, how you doing? But yes, be sure to type in exclamation point devil to get your raffle tickets, and we will update the raffle counts tomorrow after the last show. So you'll know where everyone is for the week, and we're going to take a 15-minute break. We will be right back, and we will talk to you all again soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Asmodaddy is still up in the screen, so you can stare at his magnificent marvelousness. Let me check something real fast. We have 5 minutes left on the to get your ticket. So if you have not typed the keyword into chat yet, it is !devil. You will get a raffle ticket for following, 2 raffle tickets if you're a subscriber, and those raffle tickets will be used for the drawing at the end of the month, where we will draw one winner for Asmodeus. And I just started printing out the winner from last month, so that should be going out very, very, very soon. And it was much smarter to do this as a monthly thing because it's much easier to keep up with. All right, so where were we in the chaos and anarchy?
I think Vera was about to bang her head on the kitchen counter.
Vera just yelled at everyone.
And after what Emery said about
Vera yelled at everyone. Then Emery's wanted to know why my dad is such a punk.
I believe the exact terminology. The exact phrase was, "Why is your dad such a punk bitch?"
That was the exact terminology.
And Rose is having emotional support.
And Vera just sighed very heavily.
Yep.
Hey, Vera?
Yes.
Since we're playing this whole like open communication game,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
who are some of your dad's best friends he would totally hang out with right about now?
Oh, some of his best friends? That's interesting because based off of our last communication and my last communications with Daddy Dearest, he has a whole network of new individuals that I may not know about. So
That's fun.
because Kinsley's sire was one of his good friends, and then she cannibalized him, so there's that gone.
Yeah, we ever gonna unpack that?
You know what? I'm gonna unpack that after we're done unpacking the rest of everything else.
Is
You-
Kinsley hanging out with your dad?
One thing your
No.
sire did is he let you establish your own social bearing. He was not a member of the Sabbat that you know of. So
Yeah.
he did not force you to join the Sabbat, and he was not a member of the Camarilla that you know of.
Yeah.
So he did not force you to that, but you've seen him meet many other vampires at lots of different times while you were with him learning what it was to be kindred. And he did teach you all the traditions, and so you know them all, but he was very much kind of the opinion that you were his daughter and you were going to do what you wanted. He gave you the power that he gave you because you weren't seeking it. You were seeking it to empower yourself and make your own world, make your own way.
Yeah.
So.
That's very much what she did too. But I don't know. He's met with a lot of different people over the years, Mark. I don't know
Favorite
if
servant?
favorite servants.
I don't know. He's a vampire, right? Like he brings around like servants to wait on him and stuff. Does he have like a favorite minion?
He had a
Ooh,
ghoul.
what about the lawyer
the
guy
accountant?
that we met?
The
The accountant. Yeah.
He has several
Oh.
ghouls. He employs lots
Yeah,
of ghouls.
He had some ghouls.
Yeah,
Why?
but were there any that he would take with him?
Ray, was there anybody that specific that
Yep.
he has?
He has a valet that he took with him
Okay.
just about everywhere.
That makes sense.
He was a ghoul. You know that when you were first embraced back in the 1900s, that he looks the same now as he does today.
Right.
So he is a ghoul, and he's basically kind of like a butler. He is very much an all-attending. He takes care of the household. There are staffs. Whenever there's staffs in a household, he manages the staff. If there's just like an apartment, and that's more personal, then he just takes care of your father's daily schedules, and he like sets out his a wardrobe for him. Blah blah blah.
Kind of like an
bills.
executive assistant as well as everything else.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Right.
Does he have a name that I can remember, or
Francois?
Of course, this.
He is completely not French.
Yeah. I'll kind of. Well, he has like an executive assistant. Not really. I don't want to say a best friend, but like someone who knows his schedule, etc. All of that. Is that kind of what you're looking for, Mark?
Probably. I won't know till you tell me who he is.
I mean, that's kind of what he is, but his name is Francois. He's been around ever since I have been, as far as I remember.
So your dad's not just a punk ass bitch, but he's a fancy punk ass bitch.
That's what I'm counting on.
Your dad is very fancy.
My dad is extremely fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen his suits he wears? He's extremely fancy.
Those are nice suits.
Ray?
But not as nice as the steakhouse. He did that shit.
Is Francois currently hiding?
Francois?
Yes.
Does it count if he's being hidden?
No, only if he's hiding, not if somebody else is hiding him.
I hate poorly worded powers. No, Francois is not hiding.
Great. Which general direction is he in?
Shit, where are you guys right now? Brain. Okay, there you are.
San Francisco.
So he is, it's pointing you south and a little bit east. So he's on the other side of the bridge.
Mark, if you're going to go after Francois, please do not do him too much harm. He is just an employee of my dad, not my dad.
I'm thinking Francois is with your dad, and we're looking for your dad. But your dad's very clever at hiding. But
extremely.
Francois is that direction.
Oh, okay. Are you
Mark's
leaving?
Done like a little bit of a turn, and as he's slowly pointing until he gets to the spot that way.
Are you leaving to go check, or are we all going?
I'm just pointing out where he's at right now.
Okay, I just
do you know why they would be in that direction? Anything important in that direction?
San
Francisco. I would say San Francisco's in that general direction, and since the rest of certain cities are being overcome by nothingness, and this is a major city.
House, may I please have a compass, a map, a ruler, big ruler, and a pencil? A map of San Francisco, with the house marked on the map.
Things keep on appearing and disappearing. There's everything is on the kitchen counter.
Use the compass to get my bearing at which direction I'm currently pointed.
Okay, and I use the bearing is one I gave you.
Then go to the map and use the compass and the map and the ruler to draw a line that goes exactly in that direction out from the house, so that we have like a straight line, and he's got to be somewhere on that line.
Okay,
he's somewhere on this line. Anybody see anything on the line that would matter?
I will lean over and look at the map.
So there is quite a number of items that are hit on the map, but so there's a large number of things that are important, but what exactly would you consider mattering?
Okay, you know what?
Like government buildings.
Can you mark the gym that y'all saved me at on the map too, please?
Oh, the werewolf gym?
Yeah.
That was on this side.
I'll mark it on the map.
It's almost in the same direction.
I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to the gym, right?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take another reading for where Francois is now relative to the gym. I'm gonna pop back. That'll give me an intersection.
The lines are very, very, very close together.
Oh, okay. Then, is there another place I can pick that's like
they do overlap, but it's like going to be a very long intersection period.
I'm gonna ask somebody. I'm gonna ask my old mentor at the gym if she's. Oh, you know what? Do I have any of the werewolves numbers? can I call? Was it Maria?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Maria. Hey Maria, where you at?
Maria's like, I'm at home.
Do you mind if I pop in real quick?
No, I guess not.
I appear behind Maria. Okay, thank you.
She's literally laying in bed, and her partner is laying beside her reading a book, and her partner's like, "What the fuck?" and drops the book, and Maria's all like, "Sorry, I didn't realize he meant literally now. This is Mark. He is the lion that I told you about." And the partner gives this, hi. I tell you what, I'm gonna go get us some drinks. And they get out of bed, and they put on some bunny slippers, and they leave the room. And Maria's like, "How can I help you?"
Have I found my reading yet?
Did you go to her fucking house just to get a reading? You're such an asshole.
I'm literally like just pointing and like.
Mind if I teleports behind you?
Wow.
You are. Mark is a fucking dick. There's no hands, ifs, or buts about it.
Well, I'm gonna guess that's a yes. I found my reading already.
Yes, you got your reading.
Can you text me your address real quick?
Text you my
this
address?
Yeah, where I'm currently standing, like where we are right now.
Well, you already know where my house is, so I guess there's no real harm in it. She says, after a couple of seconds, you get a bing on your phone. She sent a location.
Thank you. As soon as I feel the bing, I'm gonna be like, thank you, and I'm just gonna like slip back into the Umber and go back to the house.
Her partner walks in with a tray with 3 drinks, and she's like, "When I started dating you, I knew things were gonna get weird, but this is really weird." And she's like, "I'm sorry."
It's a bonding thing for the relationship. It'll be fine.
He's helping.
They'll be stronger for this.
He's helping.
He's helping.
If they can survive this, they can survive anything.
You're right. You're right.
If they can survive Mark being a friend, they can survive anything.
Facts.
So when I get back to the house, I'm gonna ask the house if it can mark that address on the map.
Okay.
And then I'm going to draw the reading line from that one across the others, so we get a cleaner intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to text back, thank you, with like 5 exclamation points.
And you get a confused face back.
I guess just respond with like saving the world, but like the world emoji, like not the word world.
Oh, of course.
Gotcha. And so you receive a message back that just says, "Cool, next time call first."
I did call first, question mark.
No,
question
sorry.
mark.
It says, "Cool, next time let me know that you're literally teleporting to my house."
Oh, it's like the shocked emoji. I thought you knew.
Absolutely not.
Oh. Single tear emoji. I mean, like 5 random emojis. I don't even care which ones I pick. Like just 5 random emojis after that.
Amazing.
Even after all that, a text message comes through and says, "Do you need backup?"
I mean, we're gonna like probably be going after an entire army of vampires that want to turn the world into eternal darkness. Is that something you'd be interested in? Question mark.
And it says, "Where, when?"
I don't know the where until I draw the line, and the when is a group decision. Guys, a bunch of werewolves want to know when they can join us in like the plan to. Is the word stop? Stop Vera's dad? Are we gonna use the word stop?
We're going to use the word stop for now. For now. It's a working title.
It's a working title.
There's a crashing noise as Pandora's tail starting to wag, like
knocking furniture over.
Yep.
The coffee table is literally hooked on her tail and going bang, 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 bang
God.
off of the couches.
Can
Okay.
Can you get the coffee table off of Pandora's?
You know, I'm supposed to meet him somewhere anyways. Would that have been easier for you, Mark?
But we could ambush at him as secret.
Okay. I mean, no. I was just putting another idea out there in case
Mark
you want
wants an
to.
ambush.
Actually,
You're
that makes
meeting
sense.
with that
Strike him when he
punk
least
bitch
expects.
again.
I mean, he's gonna try to ambush you at the meeting place. Why can't we ambush him at the? Or you could meet him, and we could ambush all of his other followers and just decimate them while he's not there.
That was kind of what I was thinking, in all honesty.
And then
I'm kind of with Mark on
he
that
has
one.
no layer to go back to.
I am kind of with Mark on this one.
So, speaking of allies, has anyone heard from Chatterbox?
Oh, well, I talked to Kenzie a little earlier. I can call and check on Chatterbox if you'd like.
Chatterbox is
Yeah.
weird.
She
Okay.
saved my life the other night when your
Oh.
dad showed up
That punk bitch.
with the black spiral dancer things.
Right. Oh, okay. Give me a second. I'll call Kinsley. No, I'll call Kinsley.
You guys played with Black Spiral Dancers without me?
I ran.
It wasn't
You
much
ran
of
from Black Spiral Dancers without me?
I
God.
ran with not Pandora, so that was a thing.
You were being helped by the wolves. That was
Yeah.
the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
You're cool. You're
And
cool.
Penny. We
Yeah.
also I had to get Penny out of there.
Also
Okay.
Penny.
Well, I'm going to call Kinsley and
Okay.
check on her, I guess. And
You're-
Chatterbox.
The phone rings. After a moment, it picks up. And you hear in a distance banging, crashing, some gunshots, and you hear Kinsley's voice, kind of busy.
Well, geez, do you want me to come help you?
She says, and then she like screams, and then there's a
Kinsley?
ripping noise,
Kinsley, do I need to come help you?
and she says, no, I was tearing someone in half.
God, you scared me there. Jesus.
She says,
Was he
I don't
Gabriel?
know what these idiots want, but we're getting fucking attacked by hunters.
Okay. Do you want help?
Most of them are dead, and Chatterbox looks like she's full.
Oh,
Did you know that Shamazes can actually eat people?
I didn't, but I'm also not surprised in the same moment. So,
Yeah. It's
Anyways.
really not fun to watch.
okay, great. Well, anyways, Rose just wanted me to call and check on both you and Chatterbox because apparently Chatterbox saved her life the other night.
I did tell Chatterbox to keep you all alive, so...
I mean, yes, but Rose is very thankful, and I think that she just wanted me to make sure you knew that.
Excellent.
I'm looking at Rose like, is this what you wanted me to do? Okay.
Thumbs up. Rose just
Okay,
gives
great.
a little thumbs up, still like crying a
What's-
little bit.
Okay.
She says, what's your situation?
Well, I think Mark thinks that he knows where Ezekiel is. So there's that.
Where is he?
Looking at the map, he has it pinpointed. I'm not sure where exactly yet, but
Did you draw the second line yet, Mark?
The third line?
The third line, I mean?
I am drawing the third line.
City College.
Oh, of course this. Well, it looks like, as I'm like looking over Mark's shoulder, it looks like Ezekiel maybe at the city college. So there's that. But he also wants to meet me. So we're trying to decide if we're drawing him out and then they're going there, or what our plan is. So
She says, I don't know what he's doing at City College. I don't know why.
I
Says-
don't know.
Because he's a punk bitch.
Please ignore Emery's in the background.
I think now is time for you to go to bed.
Emerson, Emery saying that makes Pandora go like, ooh, like in agreement.
Okay.
He's a pussy.
Anyways,
Pandora knows. Pandora knows.
I'm like putting my finger in my other ear so I can hear Kinsley. Like, please ignore the screaming in the background. They're all.
like,
I don't
"It's
know what's wrong
fine."
with them tonight. It's the full moon or some shit because I
I
kind of feel like
almost
it is.
died. That's what's wrong with me.
Anyways, I think the plan. We're working on it, but we'll see.
She says, "All right, well, let me know the moment you are moving on him." She says, "There is a possibility that the hunters may have been something from him."
That wouldn't surprise me.
Which means he may be springing this on lots of kindred in the city.
Right.
So watch your ass.
Yeah, I know.
Are there good vampires in the city other than you?
Mark wants to know if there's other good vampires in the city.
And she kind of cackles a little bit and she says, "There are no such thing as good vampires."
Okay, well, don't tell him that.
And she says, "He knows you.
Yeah, I
You
wouldn't.
eat people."
Okay,
I mean,
shush.
not as directly as Chatterbox, but
We can have this conversation much later if you'd like.
you ate that guy at Starbucks.
Okay, I cannot deal with any more of this tonight.
And she's like, "I'm just saying, be who you are.
I have
If
always
your friends
been who I
care
am.
about you, they'll accept you."
You didn't, but anyways, I'll talk to you later.
She laughs as you hang up on her.
God. She hangs up. She's like, God damn it.
So, how's your ex?
She's fine. Thanks, Emery's.
God damn.
Now, anyways, am I meeting Ezekiel and you're all ambushing him then? Or all ambushing the other place then?
I get to ambush somebody? This is fun.
Nah, you got
He's like, no. Is there any way we can fix that? Or is he just gonna have to
He'll be
stay
fine
in
in a while.
bed?
I'll be fine in a while.
He'll be fine tomorrow. Are we waiting till tomorrow to do any of this?
That is a good question.
It would be best so some of us go scope out the area in the morning during the day.
That may be a good idea.
So we're gonna chill out here tonight then, yes?
Yeah,
we
I
can play
guess.
Scrabble.
Why would you need sleep?
You want to play Scrabble? Okay,
I don't know.
we could play Scrabble.
Trying to think of stuff to do since we're not going to ambush people. I'm suddenly very tired.
Okay. Well, how about you all get some sleep? I think you all need it.
And Penny turns around and she looks at you, Vera, and she says, "Aren't you supposed to meet him somewhere tonight?"
Yeah, I'm gonna text him, or at least figure it out.
We wait until that resolves and then we
Okay,
decide.
tell you what. Let me give him a call real quick. You said there was a park, so I'm going to basically make that my place of meeting.
The meeting point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever that address is. So I will. I think I'll just. I told him I'd text him an address.
Vera.
Yep.
Yes.
Vera.
Yes, Emery's.
Don't get kidnapped again.
I'm gonna really try not to, because I'm kind of sick of that. I don't really like this Daphne type of.
Yeah, it's Daphne behavior.
I don't like it. I don't like it. So
not that it was your fault, but still,
it's still fun for me though.
It's not fun. No.
So
don't do it.
I won't get kidnapped. I will not. Plus, I think honestly, he would know you guys were coming if I got kidnapped anyways.
That.
And that, yeah. Anyways, okay.
We'd wreck his shit, that punk bitch.
And Penny's like, "Are you intending to go do this alone?"
I've got Marco.
Marco's like, he kind of nods sagely, and she's like, you also have Pandora and Mark.
Right. No, you are correct. Looks to Pandora currently in horse dog form.
And she's like, you actually look up at Pandora.
Well, yeah.
She's sitting there
big doggy.
As her head is barely below the chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Literally, when she sits up,
Right.
she's like almost 6 feet tall.
Right. I mean, they can come with, but like you guys can't immediately interfere. That's the whole point of.
Unless he tries to kidnap you.
That's different. You can't. But however, Mark and Pandora are also very protective individuals and will attack on sight if they were able to.
Okay, don't attack on sight unless he tries to kidnap her. Okay,
That's different.
Please. Okay.
Penny goes walking up to you, Pandora, and she goes, "Hey." She's looking up at your face.
Yeah,
When you
she's
look
gonna
down
kinda,
at
like,
her,
bow her head. Yeah.
Yeah. She reaches up and puts her thumbs right between your eyes, and she presses for a second and closes her eyes.
Oh.
You need to make a roll.
Ooh.
Magical shit's happening.
Ooh.
I like it.
Well, I
Yeah.
accidentally closed. Oh, no, here it is. I closed roll 20, but I just moved it to another thing. Ow. 4. Hey. 1. And nice. Okay, good. So she basically does that. She puts the thumb to her eyes. She closes her eyes for a second, and she says, "Okay, so I'm gonna be able to hear and see through your eyes." She says, "But when I do that, I'm not gonna be able to use mine. So I'm gonna stay here, but I'm going to monitor what you're doing. I just wanted to let you know in case something happens." Oh, lend a hand. Thank you very much, Vera. Vera, you have a lend a hand. I just wanted to let you. I just wanted to let you know in case you don't want me to. Just tell me to say "Penny, bug off," and I'll open my eyes and everything like that. But I'm only gonna do like a minute, and then I'll close my eyes again. So. Understood? Good.
Does Penny still have her hand up?
No.
Or did she put it down?
You put it down.
Then she's getting licked in the face.
Oh, God.
Because she put her hand
She's like, "Oh, yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
Got it.
I'm going to send my dad that text, that address.
And he sends it back, and he says, "I didn't know you liked baseball."
I don't.
Shut the fuck up, Dad.
So he says 1 hour.
Okay.
As
I'll
if
just get a thumbs up
he can
emoji.
hear, as if like he can hear Emrys, "You punk bitch!"
Oh my god. Oh my god.
At that
Somewhere
point,
his ears are
Penny
burning.
literally hooks Henry's by an elbow and just like hauls him out of the chair, and is like, "That's enough." Drunk
Alright.
Dad was
This
fun
is
for a
never
bit, but
much.
this is bad.
He's a punk bitch, and you know it.
Yes, he's absolutely. I will make sure that Pandora tells him he's a punk bitch.
Great.
Yes,
Oh my God.
absolutely.
You
Please
tell
tell
him.
me-
I was
please
pointing
tell
at
me
Pandora. You
Please
tell him.
tell me y'all know Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Emery's told me to tell you.
Oh my god.
She says, "I tell you what, I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna order him a #1 punk bitch coffee mug, and we're gonna send it to his house."
Oh my god.
Should glitter
That's
bomb
Okay.
my
my
girl.
house.
That's my girl.
Anyway.
Get him.
It's online.
If we pass by Vera, while Penny's dragging me, I'm gonna like reach out real quick, kiss Vera on the cheek. You be careful, okay?
I will be careful, I
I'll
promise.
see you when I wake up. I
Yes.
better see you when I wake up.
Yes, you can come and check on me and make sure I'm asleep somewhere.
Goddamn right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be
To
staying
bed.
here. I'm the strongest here, and I have a whole household that will be protecting this place if y'all need to run back here.
Probably a good idea.
In
This
your
chatterbox is
head,
apparently full.
Rosalind, in your head, you hear Rose Red. The voice is a little different. It sounds, because Rose Red always sounded like a small girl, a child. When she talked.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a child as much anymore.
Oh no.
And you hear, should I prepare her room again?
Her room?
The room I prepared for her in the basement. For Vera.
You sound different.
Mm. You said that I needed to grow up more. So I don't think you ever said that to the house.
I didn't say that.
It came from you.
It wasn't me.
Can't talk to anyone but you and Finn.
The painting.
It didn't like that I was not willing to hurt the others, so.
Was it the painting or was it Murder Hobo?
I don't listen to Murder Hobo, except unless he makes polite requests. And since he's been banned from the house, he can never do that again.
It was the painting.
What painting?
There was a painting in the house not too long ago.
You were in the house.
Yes, I was in the house with the painting. The painting could give orders like I would give orders.
You know, there's a really long time where you were standing like almost completely still at the end of the counter.
What?
You were standing right there. And there's a flash in your picture of where the easel was sitting.
That's the easel.
That's that.
The painting was made out of Finn and Tuck's blood.
But
My theming was tied to it.
But I only felt you.
Is that painting still trying to give orders?
I don't know. I can't tell the difference. I've been doing what I've been told.
What did it tell you to do?
He says I've been giving it things. It needs certain things made. It's been taking a lot of effort.
What did it need made?
It's got so much silver. So much silver. And then I made it, and I had to make it non-chimerical, so I had to make it real. And that took a lot, and it hurt.
Mark gave that order. Mark gave that order.
Oh no, that was chimerical steel. That was nothing. I mean, it still burns someone like with real silver when they're inside the house. But
Mark asked for silver.
Yes. I'm not saying Mark asked for that. I'm saying you asked for silver. So I gave
an order to make silver.
Real silver. I literally had to send Chimera out all across the neighborhood and steal all the silverware from everyone's houses.
That wasn't me. I would never have asked something like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No, you're not in any trouble.
Well, all the silver already got taken.
Did this happen? What was the last thing you remember? Do you remember a scream in the house?
Yes, you screamed.
That wasn't me. That was a banshee.
I don't understand. But you're not a banshee.
No. There's an old story about a fae that put his own part of his own self into a mirror, and it became intelligent and was able to give orders through the mirror. The mirror could have given orders, and it kept getting too powerful. And this is like before the shattering happened. It was ordered
Rose Red
for it
says,
to be destroyed.
I have to obey your orders.
Yeah.
I have
I
to
know.
obey you and Finn. I have to do what you say.
I know. I know how to fix things.
The house says, I don't want to tell you, but there's more ways into the house now.
How many?
4. One goes straight
Where?
to the balefire.
Remove that entryway.
Can't. You ordered me to never remove the entryway, even after you died. If you said that if you were to give the order that you were not to be considered to be under control of yourself, that you needed access to the balefire through that entrance in emergencies.
Where's the other ones?
One in the basement. There's one in the new chamber underneath the pool. And there's one that comes up into your master suite.
Can you get rid of all of those?
Yes.
Do that immediately.
Those were just for the creatures that had moving things.
Creatures!
Yes. That you had moving things.
Yeah, Rose is looking more and more pissed by the second.
Fear is watching your face and has no idea what's happening.
Yep. What creatures were in this house?
I don't know what they were. They were like big insects.
Spiders?
No, like big beetles.
Beetles.
But then they were sometimes like people. And they weren't Fae. They weren't banal though.
Were they like Pandora or Mark?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, they changed.
She's just gonna give a nod.
They took a lot of the stuff that I made with them. They took a lot of... They were taking a lot of the treasures.
What? Which ones did they take out of this house?
They took Finn's armor. And they took Finn's blade. They took the they took your art set.
At this point, she's gonna punch a wall. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
You just hear
Fear
Rose
just
Red.
watches.
Rose Red in your head is like, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. All right.
They took all of Penny's art.
Where did I go after the scream?
The shadows took you.
Was there a dragon?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
There was that same man who was here before.
The one that visited.
Yes, and spoke to Vera in the library.
Rose looks over. Your dad was here.
You told
Here?
me to let him in.
Yeah,
You told
I
me
know.
I'm never allowed
Here?
to ban him from the house.
I'm not. Oh,
Dad was here?
yes. He took the painting.
So he did. Okay.
Yep.
You
Just so
are
you know, they
insane.
have a lot of dangerous things. They have Finn's sword. They have Finn's armor. They have my paint kit. All of Penny's art is gone. Fake Painting Me made a bunch of orders in this house. My balefire is in danger now because they can come in and get it. They stole a bunch of pure silver.
Okay, can you I know your art paint, like your paint set is significant. Is it magical?
It's magic.
Okay.
It will give anything you need out of there.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, great.
Yep. Your dad is never allowed to be banned from this house, and I can't give the order to ban him because the painting gave the order.
Okay. Great.
Also,
Great. Well,
the dragon has not even been spotted by the house.
Well, interesting. Okay, well, he still has the painting, so we know that. Either way, I'm supposed to be there in like 45 minutes. So, Pandora, you're not allowed to attack him as soon as you see him. I know you love Rose. You can't. Otherwise, you can stay here.
Also, my hand fucking hurts. Ow.
Yeah, dear, maybe you shouldn't punch walls.
A bag of ice appears on the counter.
Oh.
Also, the painting me told the house that she needed to grow the fuck up, basically. Ow.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave here because, like you said, you are strong. I know that this adds less protection to the house, but you'll still be here to protect your balefire.
Yeah.
I'm at least going to go see him. Pandora, maybe you do you still want to come or do you want to stay here? You want to stay here? Okay.
I can
feel
send you with one of the trolls.
No,
I
you want
can
to come?
send-
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna send Vera with one of the trolls.
No, Pandora's going with Vera.
Okay.
Absolutely fucking not.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So
You just can't attack him as soon as you see him. Do you understand?
Husky scream.
Yeah,
That was
husky protest. So there, in your head, you hear Rose Red say one more thing. Say something else. She says, "Do you want me to get rid of everything else? Some of it I will need to have moved.
What's everything else?
The stuff that they brought in.
What did they bring in?
Well, they brought in all those barrels.
What barrels?
The ones in the big chamber under the pool.
I was gonna say there was no chamber under the pool.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can
get rid of the barrels.
I can't. I didn't make the barrels. I can bring them out and move them around on the property, but I can't
put them in the front yard.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
I need one of y'all to go check out some barrels out in the front yard.
Hold on. If Dad put it there, let me do it.
Yep.
And Marco walks in front of you and says, "If your dad put them there, let me do it."
Also, yes. So me and Marco.
Yeah, let Marco
and then,
explode.
So then from the barrels, we'll tell you what's in them, and then we're gonna go because Okay, so we will go out front.
Walk outside,
Don't
and
let
there
Marco
is
explode.
literally,
We like him.
huh?
Don't let Marco explode. We like him.
We do.
You
like
walk
him.
outside, and there is literally like 30 barrels, steel barrels. They look brand new, and all of them say Apex Chemicals.
Oh dear! I just look at Marco. Well, pick a barrel.
Marco's like, "How about we read the side of the barrel first?"
Also that too.
Also that too.
But still, pick a barrel.
So he goes up and he reads it.
I breathe over his shoulder.
Okay. He says, All right. This one is just ammonium phosphate. Very fucking nasty, but
Incredible. Love that.
he walks over to another one. Yeah, never mind.
Why? What's in this one? I lean and look.
It's nitrate. These are two main components for a very big bomb.
Yeah, I got that.
It's like, and there's 15 barrels of one and 15 barrels of another.
Yeah.
He says the only problem is he's walking around all the barrels. He's like, I don't see anything like a detonator, and all the barrels are sealed.
I'm walking around like the opposite ones, walking between them. Okay, well, all right. I will inform Rose, and we'll figure out how to move them. Maybe some of the trolls can at least move these.
He says, I can start moving them.
We have to go.
Too. Oh,
that's the whole thing. We have to go. And I'm gonna hold on, and I'm going to basically pop my head back in. Hey, Rose.
What?
So that it's very large bomb components. There's not a detonator. Where do you want us to move them?
Marco pops up and says, separately, they're as long as they don't combine, they're fine.
Yeah, there's that.
So
they're all sealed at the moment. We need to open them.
Separate them.
Yep. Do you think Tuck or the trolls knows where to put these? Because I feel like they would know where to put these.
Tuck?
Poor Tuck.
Tuck's like, well, I mean, I was told not to play with explosives anymore. Oop, I think Jonathan had to take off. He looked like his head was hurting.
Yeah.
Don't let Finn near them. He'll probably spontaneously combust with his life.
Let me just fix this real quick.
So why is it not on site? Okay, why is it not 30 barrels of bullshit?
You want to come with Vera or not?
Why is this is Milagros. Okay, this is
this is Ivy. Do you want to come with Vera or not?
Yes, obviously she wants to come with Vera. Obviously, together, why the fuck is it not on site? What does he have to do?
What do you mean not on site?
He ate the Midwest.
Get your shit together.
He ate the Midwest. What else does he have to do?
I don't understand what you're screaming.
Poor Rose. She's just panicking. Hey! Rose is just panicking like, this is my house. This is my house.
Hey,
please do not blow up my house.
Okay, all right.
We broke all the cameras.
I'm gonna have Tuck and the trolls move these. We'll figure it out, Rose.
Yep.
Don't stress. Just do what you can. And then me and Marco and Pandora are going to go see Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
And I will keep you up to date. I will send you text messages every 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head out. I'm assuming that Marco is driving again.
Yep. I basically informed Tuck and the trolls of the situation and asked them to move them separately somewhere safe.
We will do our best to have a lovely time zone mimicking Nemo.
I love Nemo so much.
Sibling. So
yes, I instruct Tuck and the trolls to put them somewhere in 2 different places and move them safely.
All right. So they begin carrying the barrels.
Thank you. And then I will let Marco drive.
Pandora, are you still a giant wolf?
At the moment, yes.
Are you going to fit in the car? Or are you running inside us?
No, you know what?
Marco goes and opens the hatch to the SUV and puts down the third row.
Oh my god.
Bless him.
Do the little army crawl, like the little dog.
Okay. I'm gonna go into like
literally. She puts her paws up on the back, and both paws up on the back to try and start climbing in, squeezing into the car. And as she pushes down to try and squeeze in, the back of the SUV actually goes down a little bit.
Okay, Pandora, you might need to change.
I think I'm gonna go into like normal sized wolf.
Into what form?
And get to regular lupus, not hispo.
Got it.
And get in the car.
Go ahead, just make me the
Thank you.
change roll. It's not very hard.
Oh yeah, she's gay and she's getting into the car.
Yes,
There
she's
you
gay.
go.
She's getting into the
She's
car.
gay and she's getting into the car.
And she never got that coffee date, but it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
Well, geez, maybe if you didn't spend all your time as a wolf,
It's
we would have that
fine.
conversation.
It's fine. Okay, first conversation is what does Ezekiel have to do for it to be on site? Like, what does he have to do? What's the roll for again, by the way?
Like how you're like, I was
is-
distracted getting into the car. What's the roll?
It's the primal urge and stamina.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Wahaha.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Off we go.
So the
See you, Bummer.
transformation is almost instantaneous.
blue yonder, lost again.
As we're driving, I'm just gonna look at over at Marco and be like, maybe I should have brought a ball for Pandora to chase around.
Wow. She's right though. She's right.
I was gonna say, she doesn't mean it meanly. She just says it. She's like, maybe I should have brought a tennis ball.
Yes,
Like, should I have brought a tennis ball? Like,
Oh,
Okay, you know that exhausted huff that pets will sometimes make, even though they don't do anything ever.
yes.
She's gonna do that, but the tail's gonna go a little bit.
I'll just reach back and
Tail's going absolutely ape shit now.
It's going to break a window. Marco's just like driving along. So you guys get to the drive out to the place. Everyone who's back in the house. Penny puts you to bed.
Yeah.
She gets the cat and she puts it on you. And she looks at she kind of lifts the cat's nose up by putting her finger under the chin and giving the scritches. She looks at it in the eyes and she says, "Purr and sit on him."
bless.
And the cat just stretches out like full length, does that thing where it puts its paws up to the right by your face and it stretches its legs so they're going off the side of your hip.
Love
And it's
it.
laying across you and it just purrs like a rumbling car.
Oh, he's not fair. Dirty pool, kitty. Dirty pool.
He says, "Go to sleep, Dad."
I like it when you call me Dad, kiddo.
He's just like, "Good." She says, "I am going to go see what everyone else is doing now, and you are going to get rest. We need you."
Don't die.
She says, "Even though you're just going to sleep, same to you."
Okay.
He's like,
You kiddo.
he turns around and she walks out of the room. When she walks out of the room, you're laying there, kitty purring, quiet. You feel a presence. It is very, very strong. And you see on one of the walls, light begins to draw, and an arc goes up both sides of the walls, and it forms like an archway, like a trellised archway, designed into the wall itself. And then inside the archway just two wooden doors appear. The archway is only like 6 feet tall, so it doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling. And so the doors are actually fairly small. The doors basically both swing open, and a man walks in. He looks probably in his 70s or 80s. He has a long white beard. He has long white hair going down from this hangs down in like a big flurry, like a snowfall. Actually, he looks like Jeremiah. And he kind of walks out. He's kind of bent over. He walks in and stands up. And he looks around. He's like, "Haven't been here in a long time." He kind of walks.
Hi, Gandalf.
He's like, "Oh, another raid. Oh, hey, Tannis. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. all you lovely raiders. Don't forget, if you give us a follow, you'll be entered to win. This is the Player's Handbook Monsters Manual DMG plus the GM screen. It comes in that slipcase, and we'll be giving that away when we hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch. We are at 934, so we are almost there, and I'm hoping we can hit it probably by October. But I if you guys can help out in any way, shape, or form, please do, because it's free to enter, and you will not have to pay a single thing, and you get the chance to win. Good afternoon, good evening,
Pterodactyl.
Raids and pterodactyl. No matter what I do, I always want to say petrodactyl. I don't know why. but so he looks at you and he comes walking over, and he's kind of looking down at you, and he says, "Whew. You know, it never gets any easier, does it?"
What?
It's like saving the universe, correcting time, getting a really good cup of coffee. Nothing.
This is my first go at the whole world saving thing, but if you want a really good cup of coffee, I own a coffee shop in Seattle. It's good stuff.
If I could spend more time in this plane of existence, I would come by more often, I swear.
Lovely. It's called the Couch and Quill. You'd love it there.
He's like, I will make a note, and if you all live through this, then perhaps I'll come by and visit. But
right on, Gandalf.
He says, you spend too much time with modern media.
It's a fun time.
And not enough with the classics.
Oh.
Kind of looks at you.
You're not who I think you are.
He reaches down and he taps his hip, and you see there's a sword on his hip.
Huh. Well, all right then.
And he says, looks at you.
Do I recognize the sword?
There is. Do you speak? No, it would spell the same way, I think. Yes, you recognize the sword. You do speak Latin, right? Mm-hmm. You can read Latin. Yes, in Latin it says Excalibur across the pommel.
Son of a bitch.
And he looks at you and he says, "No. Although I am a bastard."
Well, you know what I mean. It's wonderful to meet you.
He says, "I understand that you and your compatriots have had dealings with the dragon."
Yeah. Here's a question for you. Is he actually Kilgar? Or am I reading the wrong signals?
You're not.
Okay. I like that I was right.
I mean, you're as right as anyone else is on about who and what he is. He's every aspect of that. He says, "I want you to have something."
Okay.
He says,
"I like presents."
Good. He says, "You're going to need something a little extra. And since this is mine until the once and future king returns, then I can give it to who I choose as long as I can get it back.
Sure.
And since I am me, I can get it back from just about anywhere."
Yeah.
And he unclips the belt and he pulls the sword off and he wraps the belt up around the sword. And he says, "Swear to me that you will use this to defend the weak, to uphold what is righteous, and to keep sacred all that is good."
And for the first time since he's taken all this damage, the things are starting to click in his head. And kind of narrows his eyes for a moment, and his eyes widen. Yeah, I swear.
He says, where I am, what I am, is subject to who I am. I am
have a
allowed
question about
I am allowed
that.
to inform you of one thing.
Okay.
The same rules apply to you.
Right, because of the. Sure. That makes sense. It is
What was your
much sense.
question?
Well, my question was kind of relating to that. Am I you, or am I connected to you?
There have been many Merlins. Both legendary and actual. They appear as they are needed, and they fulfill their purpose. And he kind of looks at you, and his face gets a little sad, and he's like, it is not always as glamorous as the tales.
Right.
Says, could you be this world's Merlin? I am handing you Excalibur. My world's Excalibur. Because in my world it has served its purpose. But in this world, it's still in jeopardy. There
You
is
definitely need this one back for your world's once and future king to come back and do the thing.
Until you find your worlds and you become and you are deemed worthy and are bequeathed it by the lady. This will give you what you need.
Okay. I'm sorry. I had one last question.
He stops.
I know you don't have a whole lot of time, but just one quick question. Is the crystal cave real?
Some things shouldn't have spoilers.
Oh shit.
And he says, now, one last thing I'll give you because you may need it.
Okay.
And he reaches out and he puts his hand on your forehead. And he basically draws in breath. And you see his eyes turn into the same dragon slits that the dragon always did when he was in Finn. And he puts his hands on his forehead and he just breathes out fire that hits you in the face. But instead of burning and crisping, it's this wonderful warm feeling that washes over you. And as it does, you feel invigorated, refreshed. You have no more wounds. And you don't have any effects from anything that happened to you earlier. And he says, that's the last boon I can give you. And he says, you're going to be needed shortly, so I suggest you prepare yourself. He says, always remember one thing. He says, and he holds up Excalibur again. He says, this sword has a purpose. It may not always align with yours, but as long as you are maintaining the fight to defend the weak, to keep all that is good sacred, then you should be able to bend it to your will.
Thank you. I'll remember that. It's honestly, it's been an honor, sir. I'm a little starstruck. Sorry.
He says, it happens. He says, but don't forget, no matter what you feel, it really matters in what you believe.
I'll remember that.
I have to go.
Yeah, of course.
He turns and starts walking towards the doors. He says, good luck.
Thank you. And to you.
He says, my luck's already been used.
Well, we could all use a little bit extra.
He's like, he walks through the doors, they close. The entire thing glows for a moment and then fades out onto the wall.
I sit up. I move the cat off of me. I sit up, and I'm just staring at the sword.
The blade.
Holy shit!
The blade looks. The pommel is worn. When the handle is it's wrapped in leather and it's very, very well worn, smooth in places. It's obviously been handled a lot.
Yeah.
There are nicks in the pommel. The butt guard is basically a round symbol that looks like a table with a bunch of chairs around it. It's got like because the chairs jut out like little spikes on it. One of the chairs has been broken off.
Uh-huh.
When you draw the blade, though, the blade is immaculate. And written in it's a double-edged longsword, and there is a blood rill up the center, and in the blood rill there is carved the same words that Merlin spoke to you. But they're carved there, not in Latin. They are carved in a language that you recognize, but did not know you knew.
Oh.
It is the ancient and possibly not even known on this world language of dragons.
I need that in my notes.
Okay, that's a thing. Oh boy. And I'm gonna slowly put the sword back in the sheath. Alright. I'm gonna get up. Said I'd be needed shortly. I'm assuming I'm still dressed.
Yeah, Penny was not going to fight to get your clothes off. She was just to dump him in bed.
No.
You still have shoes on.
Yeah, I'm assuming that my clothes are ruined. So I'm going to change out of those clothes into something fresher. I'm going to strap the belt to me. I'm gonna go downstairs.
All right.
With this just awestruck,
It's fine. Rose is totally not having a panic attack on the floor right now. It's fine. It's fine.
So you're
Vera's
headed downstairs.
gone.
While you're headed downstairs, we're gonna jump over. Vera, you, Marco, and Pandora pull up to into the parking lot. You can see that one of the baseball diamonds has had all the lights turned on. So the field is completely illuminated.
Oh yes, like a beacon.
And you see that there's a figure standing in the middle of the field.
Of course there is. I just also glanced at Pandora. I'm like, do not. I get out of the car. I also glance at Marco. I'm like,
as you look
also
over to Marco,
not.
You hear a very quiet voice from nowhere in particular go, You didn't give me any orders, and there's no more. You see no sign of Marco.
God damn it!
Okay, fine. I like Marco. He's my bestie now.
She's like internally screaming. I was like,
internally screaming.
okay. She's like, okay, and then starts like walking.
Yeah. So it like I said, it's a practice field. It's not a there's some bleachers there and everything like that, but for the most part, it's really easy to get into. There's not even any lock gates. So you can see in the center of on the pitcher's mound, you can see your Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing there. He's in his usual all black suit. This time it's something much more cutting. It's like an Italian fit, probably in something along the lines of an Armani or something similar. And he's standing out there, and he's kind of like looking at his phone. And he's like, you know, as you're walking up, and he looks up as you come in, and he says, "Oh, doctor, look what I learned how to do." And he goes, and he's like, "Picture." Oh, damn it. Forget sometimes. He's like, "But I have your puppy on camera."
Yeah.
Dogs should not be that big.
She's cute.
She's very nice.
Okay,
Probably warm and
gonna
fluffy.
start growling, but that made her tail wag.
Probably warm and fluffy.
Damn it.
Very.
Says,
Anyways.
So, and it begins you walking towards you off the mound.
Yeah, I'll stop about 10 feet.
He doesn't stop until you stop, and then he says, we're not going to hug."
Do you want a hug?
Of course I want a hug.
Okay.
He walks over to you. He walks over to you with his arms out.
I'm like keeping Pandora like at the ready. Like I know she's already alert, so and I'll hug him.
Yeah, he puts his arms around you, and you feel the simple fact. You've always known this about your father because you know what your clan disciplines are. And you know that he literally has enough physical strength to hurl a car through the air.
Yeah, I know.
So he basically kind of like gives you a decent squeeze. He's obviously not putting everything into it, but
of course.
And as he pulls back, he kind of puts his hands outside your head and he kisses you on the forehead. And he says, he kind of draws a deep breath. And he sighs, and he says, "I am hoping in all honesty that you are here to tell me that you and your friends have come to your senses. And that all of this is over."
You're not going to kidnap me, right?
I am not going to kidnap you.
That would be really unfortunate.
It would be very weird.
I mean, also that, but like, you know, there seems to be like a habit of that around my friends and me lately, so like just have to make sure.
I need you. I know that you think. Sorry. I think that you think I am mad. And
I don't think you're mad.
And you think that everything that I'm doing is the acts of someone who is desperate, who wants to change the way the world functions just so they can have something that was denied them, like a child having a tantrum. You need to understand something very important. There are certain things that have been around for a long time. The Society of Leopold, so many things. Organizations that have their own concepts, their own processes. The Society of Nihog is not the foundation of this entire endeavor. The society is just the current aspect. This plan has been unfolding since the sun first appeared in the sky. There has been, always been, an opposition to light. Our entire existence is owed to this darkness. It's not just our clan and our ability to manipulate shadow. Shadow is a poor mockery of darkness. And this plan has been being built for eons, and it is now coming to its conclusion. So many things have been laid in place in order to come to this conclusion. I do not even understand how anyone could conceive of trying to thwart it. Even the involvement of the nothing is a step in the process. You are amazing. You are incredible. You have never backed down from a You have never backed down from a challenge. You have never said no when someone needed you that you cared for. You have been trying to make up for a mistake for over 100 years. It is time you forgave yourself and allowed yourself a real future. A future without the curses you chose to have the power to do what you needed to do. Even though she killed David, I will even bring your lost love, if you wish it. Because you have earned that and more from me. Because until you found me that night, you had escaped, you were desperate. All you wanted was justice. And you somehow knew that I was something else. And you begged me for power. I still remember you thought I was the devil. You said you would sell me your soul. I fell in love with you then. And I swore I would give you what you needed. It is odd how once you start giving, very hard to stop. I gave you my love. I gave you my protection. I gave you everything that I could to make you strong, safe. Knowing the entire time that I would have to reveal all this to you someday. I cannot conceive of eternity without you. But there is nothing I can do to set aside what is coming. And the only way that I can protect you is by giving you what I had already planned to. Eternity. Not the half-life you have now. True eternity. And I will save your friend. We'll bring them into this place. And they will be safe there. They will not be treated as anything less than equals. You have to understand what I am giving up to ensure you have a place in this world. Don't know what else to say. I'm home. Make a home for your friends.
It's not up to me. They're humans. They have free will. They make their own choices. I'm not going to force them into a kingdom that they don't want to be a part of.
We can explain it. We can explain it to them. Don't have much time, but we can make this work. We can make it right. But I need you to be the voice of reason with them. I need you to be that which I cannot. Because I must continue with what I must do in order to ensure everything I have promised to you.
Like sneaking into Rose's house.
By retrieving that which is necessary for the next step.
By planting bombs underneath the pool.
That's for something later.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
And I did not plant bombs. I planted components of explosives.
Well, now you'll have to go find them later.
He's like, I have backups.
I believe that if you were trying to protect my friends from me, you would not be actively harming them.
Some of what you have experienced was perpetrated by me. Some of what you experienced, most of what you experienced, was the Nefandi and his madness and his obsession.
I don't believe just placing blame is quite correct here.
I'm not trying to say. I have tried to kill your friends. I tried to kill your friend at the house. Mm-hmm. Both of them, they got away because of chatterbox. Mm-hmm. He says, I needed.
Yep, you're really
I needed to ensure that you had no ties left.
Yeah, you cannot break me down to rebuild me how you want me.
I have learned. I understand. I gave everything to allow you to have the strength to literally throw this back in my face. And I have learned that I cannot force this. That is why I'm here. And he literally goes down to his knees, begging you. And he lowers his head to the ground and rests his forehead on your feet, groveling at your feet. Please, listen to me. No matter what I have the abilities to do, cannot keep you safe unless you come with me. There is nothing else I can say to make you understand.
Then don't say anything else.
He looks up at you from his knees, kind of collapses back on his heels. His hands kind of fall down to his sides. And he says,
I think that she's going to very gently reach down and pull his hand up and pull him to his feet. You are my father. You don't grovel to me.
as he gets to his feet, you see there's tears of blood coming down his face. And he looks you, he literally leans forward and he puts his forehead on your forehead. And his eyes are like looking right into yours. And he says, "No, I am your creator. And you are my world. There is nothing I would not do. Safe. You better than last time tonight. Home.
I have a question for you, Ray. As an IV question, how close is like his proximity to me?
His forehead is against your forehead.
Like, I'm gonna send you a Discord.
You can.
I need.
If you made a fist like this and put it in, on the center of your chest, you could probably get maybe 2 fists between him and you.
Hold on.
Like that. Of course, my fists are gigantic, so don't use that as a proper measuring tool.
I'll send you a Discord message.
Uh-oh.
Because this is something I've thought about very much since last week, so I need to know.
Question: is anybody wearing pants with pockets?
Everyone is, actually.
No, because I need someone to pull out whatever's in their pocket.
I don't have any pockets.
I don't have anything in my pockets.
Amazing. That's what my dad would sell me out for. Everything in your pockets makes Everything in your pocket.
Damn.
I needed that on video.
I've added a little thing on there to clarify.
Also, just to like let Ray and Ivy talk, but like for real, how much money you got in your pocket? None. Yeah. Fuck my kid.
Oh my god.
Fuck them kids. So when do we get to bite him? Ask you for a friend?
When
I don't
can
know, but I'm super sus right now.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. This is
Yeah.
sus as fuck. He's getting his ankles bitten off.
So
every spider sense is going off like a full alarm
this
fire
is-
right now.
Wait,
what are you doing?
Hold on.
are you?
Oh.
Vera uses seismic toss. All right. So
There's.
he is.
I just need like a. Because this is something we kind of talked about,
Yes.
so that's why I wanted to.
So the first thing I need you to do
Okay.
is, do you have your sheet up in front of you?
Yep, I do.
Number one.
Yeah.
Tell me if you're increasing any traits. Remember, knowing, and I'll let you know what the mechanics are first, so you can know what you want to do.
Cool.
The initial is going to be Dex and Melee.
Yeah.
And then after that, for the second part of it, it is going to be Strength +1 for damage, and you automatically have 1 point because you have Potence.
Okay.
So then after, if the attack goes through, then you have the ability to do the damage, and then if you hit a certain threshold on damage, then you get, then the objective is completed.
Okay. So you said Dex and Strength.
No, I said Dex and Melee for the first roll.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like Dex and Melee. Let me
The
see.
things you want to increase? Yes, Dex and Strength would be the things you want to try and pump.
Okay, so
And you're 8th gen?
I have 2 in Strength and 3 in Dex at the moment.
Right. And then, so at 8th generation, you can pump. There you are. You can increase your traits to a maximum of 5, and
Okay.
you can spend 3 blood points to do so, because you have to do this instantaneously.
Right. Oh, I know.
Yeah, you have to spend. You can only spend 3 points of blood, and that's 1 dot per point.
Okay. Because I also have an XP that I need to dump, correct?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
A lot.
Okay, so I want to increase Strength and Dex, of course.
Uh-huh.
So do I just need to put a point into each?
You can, the points are, it's the current dot you want to go to times 7 to increase your physical traits. So like if you have 2 in Dex and you want to go to 3 in Dex, it'd be 21 of your experience points.
Okay, I have 3 in Dex at the moment.
For 4 in Dex, it would be 28.
Okay, how many experience points do I have?
3 points per game for 33 games.
So quite a bit.
99
Nine.
experience points.
Okay, I'm gonna dump 1 in Dex then. And I only have 2 in Strength, so I'll put 1 in Strength.
Okay. So you have 3 and 3 in strength. You have 4 in Dex and 3 in Strength.
And you said Strength, Dex, and Melee? And Melee?
You can't increase skills. You can only increase stats.
Okay. And so Strength, Dex, and was there another one that you were gonna make me roll?
Strength and Dex is the only 2 you're rolling in all period, yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can increase your potence
Yeah, that's what I was
as
going to do.
well. I think that's level you want to go to times 5.
Okay.
Because it's an incline discipline.
I have 2 in potence. I have 1 in potence. I want to add another one.
Okay, so that would be 25.
Okay, so I think that's about 20. I've spent about 70 5,
Roughly.
80. Okay. I'm going to dump one more in potence.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of that.
All
I
right.
think that's all.
So that's 4 in potence. That means anytime you hit anything, it takes an automatic 4 damage, not even a roll.
Okay. I sent you another message too. So just so you know.
Checking. I got so many screens going. Oh no, I saw that message. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave that completely up to you.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. So you
Okay, so
need to make me the initial roll, which is the Dex plus melee.
Okay, so Dex plus melee.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm rolling 60 10s.
And your target number is a 6.
Okay. Number is 6. I have 3 successes and 1 is a 10. I don't know if that matters.
What's your melee at?
2, 3. Hold on. Melee is at 2.
No, then it doesn't matter. Just single success.
Okay. I couldn't remember. So single success then. Oh, I had 3 successes. So 3 successes then.
Okay. So now that means you have 2 extra successes on damage. Your strength you bought your strength up to a 3 or 4.
My strength is now the 3. My dex is at a 4.
Okay. So you can spend blood points at this point to increase your strength, but you can only go to a maximum of 5.
Okay. I'm going to spend them for strength, so I'm going to go to 5.
Okay. So this is what you're doing now. You're rolling 5 dice for damage plus an additional 2 dice for the extra dice of damage that you have from the stake.
So I'm rolling 7.
Yes. And your target number is a 6 again.
Okay. I have 4 successes.
Automatically, because you're potence.
And 4 successes?
And so you have 8 total successes.
Yes.
So let me double check something, but I'm pretty sure.
And then I will play this out because there's something I will do before I even do it.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's that easy. All right, so you help him up. Your forehead is leaning against his forehead. Oh, Dice Cream Sandwich is rated as high. You reach into a pocket.
It's on my hip. I want to do something right before I do it too.
What's that?
I'm going to use the tip of it to cut off my rosary. And I'm going to drop it to Pandora and say, I really could have loved you. And then I will stab him through the back into myself.
Okay. I need a little bit of clarification. I am sorry.
You're fine.
Stab him through the back?
I'll basically stab him however I need to ensure it goes through his back and then through me.
Okay. So, oh, wait. You turn around to Pandora. You throw her the rosary. You have the stake in your hand. You fall back against your father.
Yep.
That means your back is to his front. And you drive the stake through yourself and through him.
And right before I do it to him, I will say, as I'm falling back, that I'm still human enough to feel pain. And then fall back and do it.
And that's where we'll wrap things up for the night.
I'm going to get so much shit in just a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for having joined us this evening as Vera tried to kill her father by killing herself. Well, that was amazing. Ivy, you okay?
Oh, I'm great. It's the shitstorm I'm about to catch that I'm more nervous for.
Oh, D&D Fable has just rated us as well. Thank you, Dice Cream Sandwiches. Thank you, D&D Fable. We are actually just wrapping up as Ivy has decided to throw everyone a slightly massive curveball, and there's lots of people crying. Ladies and gentlemen,
You know, I can't be mad.
I can.
I was
I'm
just-
real mad.
Oh, if this didn't work, Ezekiel's getting turned into atoms. Are you fucking kidding?
Like, here's the thing. Rose was going to do something similar for the painting.
I know.
So, like, we were sharing a brain cell.
You're trying to take my best friend from me. I've had enough of that. I've
If it
had
makes you
enough
feel
of that.
better, Emery's, if it makes you feel better, it's just paralyzation. It's just a steak. It's just a metal tip steak that my lovely Marco gave me.
Is it just paralyzation? Is it just paralyzation? Is it just paralyzation?
It sticks to the heart, yes.
I'm never gonna recover from this.
Oh,
Well, the
Emerson
cry
is gonna
counter's
give
at
you
an even 20 now.
Emerson is going to give you all the shit. All of
You
it.
got a sword. Be happy about your sword.
At the cost of my best friend?
Right?
Are you
Fuck the
kidding me?
sword! Fuck the sword! Fuck everything else!
I have lost enough best friends. I'm not losing another one. No!
Oh my god, the Adele's "Easy on Me" is playing on my Spotify right now, and I'm like, oh!
if only we could actually have that, but no, we cannot.
Right.
So, Ivy,
Hey,
if people want to feel the pain and agony that you have put everyone through tonight, where can they find you?
yeah. So you can find me Mondays over at Dice Cream Sandwich, which lovely rated us as I've been in your chat all night modding. Hi. You can find me every Tuesday here. You can find me every other Friday here DMing Pure Havoc. So yes, I'm always a trauma DM that causes all of the fun havoc and chaos. And then there's a couple of other upcoming projects that I will be a part of, including Quincy's The Convergence. So the Dice Cream people got to hear all about it. So if you are interested in that, make sure you go to The Convergence on Quincy Tavern. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Absolutely. Whew.
I can't wait to clip that.
Sphinx?
I think Sphinx is processing right now.
When you want to go to yell at Ivy for torturing you, but you want to do it at your sites on the internet, where can people find those?
You're
You're
muted.
muted.
You're muted.
It's because he was
Well,
lamenting.
Yeah,
Lamenting.
it was. You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM, on Instagram and Twitter as Sphinx Akasha. But on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me right here with Dinner and a Game, playing, of course, this game with these lovely people. And my best friend who's traumatized me. And tomorrow for Kingdoms of Mist. Every other Friday, you can find me with the Alex Baum channel playing Initiatives and Intrigue. And on the opposing Fridays, normally you'll be able to find me with with 8H Adventures, running my campaign, Agents of the Circle. We are currently on our between seasons hiatus. We just finished our season 4, not last week, but the week before. And we are, so high snapping is finally over. At long last, it's done.
But were they successful?
It was. It was.
It makes it better.
Against all odds, it was. They came through. It was nice. Entertaining.
Good for them.
And I'm in the process of planning and mapping season 5 out. Season 5 is finally the Battle of the Bards. So we get to meet King Bootsy and his cadre. If you're aware of if you're not aware of King Bootsy, I am in fact referring to Bootsy Collins. because he is an NPC in my game. On Saturdays, you can find me switching back and forth with dinner game. Jeez, I do kind of live here, so with ADH Adventures, playing Heroes Arc, and on the opposing Saturdays playing Unlicensed Magic 4 Crimes. That's where I am right now, where I will lament at Ivy for what she's done to my poor heart.
Milagros, would you like to tell everyone where they can find the fanfic of the tragedy that Pandora is going to go through after this?
What? What do you want from me? I'm already dead.
Do you need to go get your Squishmallow? Go get your Squishmallow.
Don't say anything to me. Don't you talk to me right now.
That's why I gave you the Squishmallow, so you could cuddle it when I was mean.
Don't you talk to me right now. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get my dog. I'm gonna have to go harass my dog.
I gave you a Squishmallow. You can cuddle that.
I will be crying into the Squishmallow. I can be found here suffering Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, soon to be Mondays. Very excited for that suffering. That's gonna be just choice. Other content is coming for Nano Prep season and then NaNoWriMo, but I just started working, so like give me a second. Especially after this just set me back. This just set me back years. Actually, all future content is canceled. I quit. Yeah, I live here too, and oh my god, I'm just gonna go like lie down on the floor.
Mood. Hi. You can find me under Star Shard Stories on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Monday night, starting September 12th, I will be running a Changeling the Lost Chronicle called Bristol's Lost. Tuesdays, you can find me here. Every other Thursday, you can find me on to turn a page 394 for our Star Wars 5e game. That is Chaos Incarnate. Fridays, every other Friday, you can find me on Beggar Street for Exalted 3rd edition for the Volition of Onyx and Gold. And starting on September 9th, you can see us for a 12-episode mini campaign for Spelljammer on the Figment Collective. Saturday mornings, I run Monster Hearts Breakfast Club at 10 o'clock in the morning. They love to get up that early.
Yeah, we do. We really
do. And then Sunday afternoons, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we are starting a Monster of the Week game on the Figment Collective.
Monster of the Week is one of my mostest faves ever.
It's so much fun.
It is. It's amazing.
I'm excited. This is my first time playing it, so.
Oh, man. So, thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you for all the raiders who came in the last minute when Ivy was heaping trauma upon everyone, literally by the bucket full. We are Dinner and a Game. We are here most days of the week now because we're junkies and we can't get enough of our own fixes. And I just had a player traumatize their GM, and it was wonderful and it was magical. And
why DM can't be players. This right here.
This is why DMs can't be players.
Right?
Because they stab you in the heart when you're not expecting it, and their father. But anyway.
Emotional damage.
But you can find all of our socials on
you
our
can give me
link
shit.
Remember, if you follow us here on Dinner and a Game, you will be entered to win our drawing, which is going to be for this set of D&D books. This is a special distance set, so it is the foil covers, so they look nice and special and sparkly. Comes with a GM screen in the slipcase, and we're giving that away. We had 1,000 followers, and thanks to you lovely people, tonight we are at 937, so we creep ever closer, and it is going very, very well, and we have you guys to thank for it, so thank you so much. And every game, we do give away raffle tickets for the mini of the month. This month's mini is Asmodeus, King of the Nine Hells. This mini is huge. That's a 6.5 wide base, about a 9-inch tall throne he's sitting on. This is a gorgeous 4K 3D printed mini that we will be giving away on our show on the 31st. We'll do the drawing then. All you have to do is be watching our shows for the random 20-minute period where you can get tickets. The last day for that is going to be the show on the 30th. and we will be giving that away on the 31st. So the last day to get tickets is the 30th, and the show we give it away on is the 31st, and we'll also be announcing the new mini for the next month's giveaway. All that being said, I gotta go cry.
Love you guys.
At Dinner and Game, we always save you a seat at the table. We're gonna take all the trauma that's at this table, and we're gonna go cry in someone else's chat now. So, who would you guys? Anyone have any recommendations on who to raid?
Dork Tales is live, or Behold's Roleplay is live.
Mm-hmm.
Behold Roleplay has a Dork Tales has got like 50 some odd people, and Behold Roleplay's only got 13. So let's go help Behold Roleplay.
Sweet.
So we're gonna go raid them. You guys raided us. You probably know what to do. If you were not part of the raid and you just joined us, we're gonna take our audience, jump into their audience, tell them hello, tell them thank you, tell them Dinner and Game sent you, and if you can, give them a follow because it gives them serotonin, and we love giving people serotonin. Unless you're Ivy, who rips the serotonin out of people, throws it on the floor, and stomps all over it.
No, I like both. Come on, diversity.
But anyway,
you gave us trauma.
Please, everyone, do not forget social distance, wear masks, do what you can to stay safe. We want you to come back, join us week after week, every single game you can, so you can get raffle tickets, so you can enjoy the trauma, and so you can be part of the Dinner and Game family. You can also go over to our Discord, where you can see these lovely people discuss what they've done to each other in chat. So, we're going to go ahead and jump over into Behold Roleplay's channel, and we hope you have great night. I think that Milagros died.
Milagros is just done.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
All right.
Should I take my head off?
Dare you
now?
Detective
Okay,
DA?
like for real though, I was like, oh, she's gonna stake Ezekiel and then go for the spicy sip, which is Diablo.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought was gonna happen too.
Yeah.
No,
because
that would be too easy. Because then we wouldn't all be crying.
But here's the thing, though. You know how
strong
damage into the head.
That's the whole thing. Vera is not stronger than Ezekiel.